I guess now would be a good time to come off mute and I can dial back the desktop audio a little bit. And we'll go here. Hello and good morning. It's good to see you here. And we're doing something different this time. So I don't know if you've been to one of the streams before. We normally do comics on my Saturday morning streams. We have Saturday morning comics, kind of like Saturday morning cartoons, but you know, comic books instead. Which we collaborate together. I do this with the people in chat who give me ideas and feedback and suggestions and characters, their own characters, and we add them to the comic and we create the narrative for the comic in stream. But today, that is not what we are doing. Today we are going to be doing Art Fight, and I took a poll in my Discord earlier this week to see whether or not we wanted to continue the comic or if we wanted to do Art Fight, and Art Fight won out, so we are doing Art Fight today. So instead of seeing my book up here, we are looking at an iPad so that we can do some Art Fight attacks. And I do have over here, if I click over to display, Art Fight pulled up right next to the Discord as well, where if you guys would like to share some of your Art Fight attacks with me in the Discord, I will have a sort of show and tell section of the stream today where we can go over some of your Art Fight attacks and show those on stream. So if you want to do that, feel free, just drop them in the art gallery right here under art channels and let me know in the stream chat if you have added some there, because if I know that we have a couple, we'll go ahead and get to them sooner than later. What I do know is that I have so much work to do on Art Fight. I have all of these attacks that I have not revenged yet. Some of them are from you guys, which is so exciting. I am really happy to have these beautiful pieces of art of my characters, and also to be able to draw your characters. Lily Animation, you were just here, and this one's from you, so I think today we can do a revenge attack live on stream of your artwork. So let's go ahead and take a look first of all at what you made here, because this is so good and precious. This is my character Digby, and actually let me pop up here, hello, so that I can talk to you guys too on this screen. Here is Digby. He is a part of my webtoon. For anybody that did not know, I do have a webtoon, and it is called Venerable, and it is about this old lady hero who goes to another land and becomes their prophesized savior, right? Like the one who defeats the evil that was corrupting their kingdom. And she's like, you know, she's like a senior citizen, and I thought that would be really fun to do. But this is one of the characters in the book that's going to help her on her journey. His name is Digby, and Lily Animation drew this. Oh, hello. First of all, let me say hello. I forgot to say hello to everybody. Hello, Bing. Hello, Nancy. Hello, I Am Trash. And Roses Are Purple. Hello. Good to see you guys. Deadlight Switch, hi. And Lily Animation, this is her art. She's in the chat here with us, and we are going to revenge this morning. So let me go back over here so I can scroll, and we're gonna go over here to her page and take a look at some of her characters. So let's click on this and we will scroll through it. And I will say I did not preemptively pick a character yet, so now I've got to do this live on stream with you guys, which is a little nerve-wracking. I like to be prepared, but I'm not, so we're going to do this together. I will say I have done a lot of female characters so far. Like, if you saw my last video, you know I've been drawing a lot of girls. So I'm trying to draw some either male characters or some other types of characters, like maybe they're robots or maybe they're aliens or plant-based or what, you know, something different. Because, you know, I've got a lot of practice with girls. It's time to try something else. Where can I read the webtoon? I will add that in chat. Actually, let me go right here and grab that link. So we'll go to webtoon dashboard. There we go. And here it is. This is my webtoon Venerable. And I actually plan on sharing all of your guys' webtoon attacks in the next chapter of this webcomic because it's been on hiatus. Because it's just so hard to manage all the things I've been doing lately with the YouTube channel and with my new job and with the move that I just did to LA, and then I'm moving again like next weekend. So it's been a lot, and so the comic's been on hiatus, but I would love for you guys to check it out. Thank you. And your art, if you draw, and for anybody that hasn't attacked me yet or would like to attack me again on Art Fight, you can do that. This is a tip. If you would like your art to show up in this comic, I highly recommend that second row of characters on my Art Fight page, because those are my Venerable characters, and you kind of see all of them here in the top avatar. So just really quickly, let me scroll down here, and I will show you. No, it's not this one, because we did this last year. I think it was last year when we had Art Fight. I put some of your guys' art in here. Where is it? There we go, the gift of art. So last year, that's supposed to be me, guys. I came through here, I explained that I was doing a YouTube series, which you guys probably don't know about this either. I made a zombie versus vampires versus humans TV show on YouTube a while ago. And anyway, I was busy doing that, so I didn't have time to do a new chapter, so I decided to let you guys do a chapter for me. And here are some of the artworks that you guys, that's my hero, Marty, that you guys did last year. And so I was really excited to be able to share all of this, and I was super, super thankful for all the artwork that you guys did of my characters. So this is just a look at, like, last year we had all of these, and I'm going to do it again this year with anybody who attacks my webtoon characters on Art Fight. I'm going to put your artwork in a chapter as a big thank you, and just to say that you guys are amazing, and I couldn't be happier to get artwork of these characters. And yeah, so that's kind of the plan. Yes, and I did put the link in there. That's good. So yeah, if you have a webtoon account, maybe save Venerable to your subscriptions and follow along with that. And then we are going to take a look at some of Lily Animation's characters so that we can revenge attack on Art Fight for the art she did of my webtoon character. So taking a look here, I kind of like this guy in the suit. He's cool. And then there's like this little fox, character. I was looking at the wrong screen. This fox character here looks pretty cool. Let's take a look at that. Oh, this is your interpretation of Lucifer. Okay, let's take a look here. This is cool. And I like that he's got like the little crown for like King of Hell. Yeah, I like this. Maybe we'll do this one. Hey, lots of cool characters I see, right? Yeah, picking is hard. So I think this is going to be the one we're going to do. So let me pop back over here for a second to, yeah, there we go. So it's Gumby, Mermaid Gumby right now. But we are going to switch this. We're going to have an art attack on this right here. Like, actually draw it. So let me swivel my chair around a little bit. So go to gallery, and we will start a new canvas, and I'm going to pull up some references, so you guys can watch me do that. You can be a part of this process too. I really like references. Sometimes I draw from just off the top of my head. Actually, a lot of times, especially when I was doing my webtoon more consistently, I was trying to pump out all those chapters, so I was constantly just drawing the first thing that came to mind. But I'm trying to push myself. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to level up. So I've been doing a lot of referencing so I can try and see new details that I haven't seen before, and try new poses that I wouldn't normally try and things like that. So let's go to, where are my, oh, here we go, my how to art boards. Hi, hello. I don't know how to pronounce your username. Okay, is it like chai? I know it's not spelled like chai, but it kind of looks like chai. Hello, good to see you, and welcome to the stream. We are art fighting today. I just need some references of a fox, because we're doing Lucifer. See this guy right here. We're doing Lucifer, and he's kind of like a, well, actually let me check the bio just to make sure. Alright, I'm not seeing any special notes. So, since you're here, Lily Animations, can you confirm for me that our fella here is a fox anthropomorphic type character? Am I correct on that, or do I need to adjust my search? Let's see. I don't know if I've necessarily picked up any fox references yet. We might have to find some new ones. Yeah, I don't know. You know where what might be like really good for reference is Zootopia. They have a very, like, I feel like, oh no, how am I ringing right now? There we go. Yeah, like this guy, right? Oh, pronouncing like chai is so cute. I usually say it like chi, but I love chai. Oh, okay. Well, they're both cute. I think chi and chai sound really cute. So I feel like this is our dude, right? Like, this is kind of the look. So let's go here, how to art, add it to characters. Sometimes if I accidentally click off something, I lose it. So I gotta save them. Reference, I gotta save them. And then, now let me separate these two windows. This is like literally my process in real time. I sped up and like altered, you know, like blah blah blah, edited and cut out any of the boring parts or pauses for my videos. But this is how it looks real time, so this will be different. This will be interesting. Let's head back over here and take a look. Oh, I'm so glad. That's so good to hear. Thank you. Drawing with you art streams always make me feel so motivated. I feel that. Like, I watch a lot of them. I don't know if Pilfer's here, or how many of you might know Pilfer Pup on YouTube. I've been watching his streams, I think, all week. He's been streaming pretty much daily. He might actually be streaming daily for Art Bite, and he's been putting in hours of streams. And his work is so professional. It's such good quality, and he does backgrounds for like every single Art Bite attack, and it's just like, you know, just the quality and the effort. It's really inspiring. I love watching it, and like, yeah, Pilfer on that grind for real. Bing knows. Bing's been there. It is so true, though. So let's take a look at what we can do here for Lucifer. I wish I could kind of like, I wonder if I can sort of give you guys a way to look at this too. Let me see if I can add that real quick. Let's see. Add scene. Display capture, okay. And then maybe if I just like that might work. If I can just tuck that in the corner there. Yeah, I think that's for the best, because now you guys can see what I see. He always streams so late for me, though, just when I'm about to go to bed, so I can never watch how late. I know. Pilfer streamed for 6 hours. He did an 8-hour stream the other day. Like literally 8 hours. He streamed a whole like work day's worth of work in one stream, like in one sitting. That is insanity. Yeah, and I think he did like 3, maybe 4 different art fight attacks, and you know, we're talking like could be like published in like a children's book how good these pieces are. He streamed. Okay. Let me show you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and just nerd out here for a second because we're already talking him up, so I gotta show you. Let's pop on over here to the YouTubes, and we will go to subscriptions, and we will go to that probably wasn't the best way to do it because you guys don't need to see all my subscriptions. Oh, let's see. Actually, it's right here, Pilfer. So this is Pilfer, and I'm going to drop his channel link here in the chat because if you don't know who Pilfer is, and if you haven't checked him out or subscribed yet, there you go. You're welcome. But yeah. Let's take a peek at one of his videos because they're so good. So like, first of all, he drew that on stream. Like, I know he's showing it now in a new stream, but in a previous stream for Art Fight, he drew this for somebody's Art Fight character. And we're just gonna mute him for a second because we're gonna jump forward. But then he goes and during this stream draws this. He's greatly creating an entire scene for this character at like a baseball diamond. And it is gorgeous. Like, this whole thing is incredible. Yeah, absolutely. Deadly Switch, do you realize that like your comments flagged? I did not set that up. It amuses me to no end that it flags you whenever you say smelly. That is hilarious. It's so good, right? Yeah, it's so good. Seriously, he is so underrated. If you haven't checked him out or subscribed yet, definitely do that because his art, so good. So good. Okay, I'm gonna pause this because you guys can check it out, you know, later on your own time. And we will pop back over here so we can work on some artwork for you all, some Art Fight pieces. The pieces he does for Art Fight are gorgeous. They are so good. Yeah, you've been flagged, Deadly. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, he's a YouTuber. He streams here. Okay. I think I've stalled enough. It's time. So let's get, oh, oops, this thing is overlapping. Let's unoverlap them. There we go. Now we can look at our references correctly. Oh, goodness. So the facial expressions are great, but do we have like a full body reference for a character like this? Alright, I lied. I'm going to click back over it, let these overlap again so I can find some. I really thought it would lead to more, you know, like, that's okay. That's fine. We can work with this. So we'll keep this up on screen. Because I really like this face, the smug one right here, right? That's like a really good expression. And then I'll just like take the body type from this picture. And I'll have to use my imagination a little bit to come up with this. Hello, Snowflake. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the stream. We are doing Art Fight attacks today. The first one is for Lily Animation. Who is also in the chat, and she drew some amazing artwork for me. And we're just going to get started here on, if you look in the top corner here, her character, it is her, right, Lily? I think we talked about this before, and you confirmed it for me already, but Lily's character, Lucifer. So first things first, we need to roughen a pose. I'm going to zoom this out a little bit, pick the sketching pencil, a different color, and then we're going to take our background and make it sort of like a medium gray. I do this because my eyes are really sensitive to light, and staring at a bright white screen is probably not the best thing ever for any of us. So I tend to pick like a neutral gray and do this with like all of my art. So you'll probably see that 1,000 times on my channel. I don't usually draw on a white background. I think I did it like once in one video. And then when I saw that, I was like, oh, I don't remember doing that. Okay. So let's start with, if we're gonna do kind of this smug expression, right? Got this guy just sort of smugging it up here. Well, almost like he's leaning into it, like almost like he's putting his ear out, right? Like he wants to hear or overhear something. Or he's just so pleased with himself. And we'll bring the shoulder up here. I think. And we should be seeing, so first of all, uniform. Make that a little smaller. Can you guys see this just fine? I think so, okay. We'll kind of barrel the chest out this direction. And we'll kind of like block in the slant, the tilt of the hips here, like this, with this little weird shape that I just made there. You gotta go, okay, well, I'll see you next time. And you are correct, it's Procreate. It is an iPad and Procreate. Is that an iPad? Because Procreate need iPhone or iPad. Yeah. Yep. I just have it like, I have it in this like blue case. I don't know if that makes it less recognizable, but this is it. And this is an iPad pencil. It just has a shrink wrap of cats on it, which was a really cool gift. My husband did this for me, and I thought that was super sweet and creative. And I just want to make sure I'm not missing any comments. I do my best not to ignore anything and to see all of you guys and what you say, so, and try to respond, because that's the whole point of streaming live, right? Like, so we can interact and talk. And we've got Mr. Suave here. I feel like you should have like a leg out, like a confident stance, right? Something like this. Let's move it up a little bit. And also, I don't know, I think I might have gone too far with the leg there, so getting that like gesture line in, right? Like that's all. I am feeling like this doesn't look like the weight is distributed correctly though. Like maybe I don't love it. Let's try something different here with the legs. I love Procreate now. I used to hate it because of Art Fight. I got used to digital art, but I still sketch traditional since I can't sketch at all digitally. It don't mix for some reason for me. Yeah, mixed media is great. Being able to draw something traditionally, maybe like in your sketchbook or something, and then take a photo of it or scan it in or whatever, and then digitize. I've seen a lot of creators do that. I've done that before too. Not as much recently, because I've been pretty much a digital artist for like the last 10 years. I haven't really touched a sketchbook except once in 10 years, and that was for Ghosttober last year, and I did 31 drawings for Ghosttober after not drawing on a notebook for like 10 years, so that was interesting. Half-horse people, my beloved. Attacking the super cool Tiger Centaur character right now. Centaur sees bones at the mouth. Very cool. Yeah, if you're not in Discord, by the way, I wanted to try something. Let's see if this works. Will that I tried to set up chat commands. I don't know if they're gonna work though, so I can just grab the link. Pop over to, where can I go to grab this? I can go here to grab this. Cool. I will share this with you. And then once we get a little further into the stream, if people want to share their art fight attacks, it has to be like an art fight attack. I want to keep it sort of focused on the topic for today's stream. So if you have art fight attacks that you would like to share on stream, put them in the Discord in the, I think it's called Art Gallery. Let's take a look here. In the, Art Gallery section right here. Like live lamp posted, which is Deadlights, which is like inverted Discord name. And we can pull these up just like this and take a look at them today. So this is one that Deadlight already did as an example. And this was an art fight attack, I believe, for Pilfer. Is this Pilfer Pop, Deadlight? Can you confirm that this is Deadlight, or that this is Pilfer Pop? Let us know. All right, so and then I will minimize that so we can get back to our references here. Yeah, it's Pilfer. It's Pilfer. Yeah, exactly. So we can just do it that way. So feel free to share your art attacks there, and we will take a look at them as the stream goes on. And I really wish I could see the chat a little bit easier, so I'm going to try moving this over here. I think that'll make it a little bit easier for me to take a look. Belly rub in is it Lyria? I'm just going to pronounce things phonetically, so if it sounds wrong, if it comes out wrong, I'm sorry. But yeah, very cool. Okay, so this character's pose is so complicated because I kind of just winged it. I didn't really have a vision. So I feel like, so first of all, what if he was leaning, right? Like on a wall? Let me make this leg seem a little bit straighter. We're going to tilt his body a little bit. And then we're going to pop this leg out so we can bend the knee. And put his foot back here on the wall behind him. And then he seems to be a hands in pockets kind of guy. So let's also set him up so we can put some hands in pockets. Sound good? I'm liking it better. Suddenly we have something we can work with. Okay, cool. So now we've got, but now I kind of want to change the head because I'm not loving that part. We're going to move. I think I want to try to redo that because I just don't think it goes. With this pose anymore. So let's try. It looks great. Thank you. It's just the start. It's just the beginning. But yeah, I just gotta try and make it work. So what if we turn the face complete? Oops, that's the eraser. Turn the face completely, right? And so instead of him looking back like this, we can have him actually looking over. Almost like he's leaning more into the direction he's looking instead of leaning away from it. Does that make sense? So here we have like that. And then dare I even try to do something like Pilfer? Let's see. We need... So I'm thinking... Actually, what... We have transform tools, so let's try doing this with transform tools. We'll take a regular square like this, but now that we have transform tools, we can distort it. Like this, and then just make it a little larger. I don't know if that really made a difference, but I'm trying to think, like, if there's a wall, is that too much glare? No, that's fine. If there's a wall, right, like he's leaning on a wall, if I could somehow, like, put this in here so that we see that. Let me bring the body down slightly because we want the feet to touch the ground. And then go back to the color we were using before to add said feet. He's got very pointy looking shoes here, so that'll be interesting to draw. And then here, no, I don't think we would see that foot at all because it's really just going to go behind here. If anything, maybe just the toe of the boot if we're doing these like kind of like boot toes that come up a little bit like that. Alright, so I'm going to add the riser now because I do feel like the picture is just so far away from you guys. So we're going to try this way. That's a little better. Okay. Had to fix focus. Speaking, well, I wasn't speaking of it, I was thinking of it. I don't know how many people know this, but all of this behind me, all of it, is going to get torn down after this stream because I am moving next weekend, which means I have to pack all this and rebuild it somewhere else. So I don't know what the setup's going to be once I do come back on stream, but it's not going to be this. It's going to be different, hopefully better, hopefully not as cramped, so I'm not like, I've got a monitor here and I'm like sort of cornered in here. I don't know how, if it's obvious in from your guys' perspective, but my space is very cramped, and so I'm looking forward to moving just so I can try to like redo my space and hopefully have a better setup. Good luck with your move. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different. You guys hang in there with me and see if I can make it a little bit better. Alright, so hopefully now you guys are getting a little bit better view of this. What I do notice immediately is that while this pose isn't terrible, I know that the body proportions aren't right for this character. Oh, I'm still on a square. We don't want the square anymore. The body proportions aren't right for this character if you look up in the top corner, that direction, where I have the reference. The character has like a lot more like long legs, so I feel like the legs here just are not nearly long enough for this character. So we're going to lift the body a little bit, and then I'm going to grab those legs and I'm going to stretch them a little bit to make them a little bit longer. And also bring that foot down and let that leg sit back. That seems a little bit more on brand with, oh, my belly is growling. I hope you guys aren't hearing that. Seems a little more on brand with the character reference. Still a little bit thicker, but it's a different style, so I'll see how I can marry the two things together. Hopefully it turns out good. Alright, so let's start with a new layer and a new color. I'm going to lock that. I'm going to pick, I don't know, like a reddish color. And we're still in the pencil, that's good. And we're going to start adding a few details. And I'm going to move around in my chair a lot. So let's zoom in here for a second. And grab a drink. And then I'll look under my camera so I can take a look at this reference. It's actually, again, the positions aren't great. Like the camera that's shooting this is right in front of my face, and it's like right in front of the reference iron. So it's a little bit tough, but I got this. I might just turn my head a little weird. Okay, so I think what we need here first and foremost is sort of like, to get off the eraser mode. First of all, I'm going to do my traditional, like, 4 quadrants, because this is how I do faces. And then, so the nose quadrant comes down like this. And here's where our snout is going to be. So we need this section to sort of come out. A little bit like this. And actually I'm thinking, like, I've seen it done where a really interesting way I've seen this done is like a I would call it kind of like the anime way, but I don't know if it's strictly anime, but like it's where you kind of have like, we'll give that a little bit of an extra bump for the nose. But you have like the lips come out like this, and then the inside of the mouth is like here. So it's almost like it's outlined by this space here. No idea if there's like a word for that, but we're gonna go with that right now, at least for now. And then if it doesn't work, you can obviously try a different tactic. But let's start there. And then we've got this eye. He's got these very like this kind of eye, you know? And I gotta remember to look at references. Have you ever watched any anime? I have seen the super obvious ones. So I've seen My Hero Academia, I've seen Sailor Moon, you know. I have, in passing, watched a little bit of One Punch Man just because my husband was watching it. So I've seen bits and pieces. But no, I'm not a connoisseur of anime, which probably reflects in my art. I don't have a super anime style, because I don't have the anime influence. I haven't really consumed a lot of it. So I pick up on certain things, but it's probably all the surface level, really obvious things. And I do want to watch the new one that S Comic Maker, well, I don't know if it's new, but she had recommended Spy Family. And I went looking where it's streaming online, and I found it. So it's on my to-do list. I plan on watching Spy Family, so that will kind of be like my third official anime that I've actually watched. Okay. So let's see if we do. And he's got like this hair that comes out like this, right? So let's, and then it curls up too, which is cool. I like it. Your boy out here being super edgy and nefarious. I'm assuming nefarious, given that his name is Lucifer, Prince of King of Hell. And we'll add this extra bit here. And the ear can just sort of like open up right here. So it might not be sharp enough. I might make your boy a little softer just by default, because it's sometimes I tend to make soft characters. I don't know. I'm trying. I'll try. So let's try and like add some edge to that. Let's not leave it too sharp. This character was not, I mean, too soft. This character was not meant to be a soft character. You love this so much, so fancy. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad. I'm so nervous too, because like I'm not used to people watching me. Well, I mean I am when I'm streaming, but I'm still getting used to it, I guess, is what I mean. It looks awesome so far. I love the expression. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, let me show you guys something kind of funny. Like, let me embarrass myself real quick. Let's go to the gallery. Go to this picture. Looks fine, right? I mean, arguably it looks alright, right? So, but I'm gonna do the speed paint playback, and I want you to take a look at the first pose I drew, because it was so god awful that thank you. It looks cool here, but wait till you see what I started with, because you'll realize like they're not all great. Like my first pose was so terrible, there was no way I could finish it. I had to like completely reboot. So if I if I'm doing anything terrible on stream, just know that I will catch myself eventually and reboot and do something better. But yeah, let's take a quick look, because you guys kind of should see this. Like, look at this first pose and how terrible it is. And it gets worse. Like, I was like, oh, I'll do this behind the back thing. It'll be really cool and different. And then it just ended up looking really dumb. That's the way I struggle so much with some poses. Oh, yeah. See, look at that. Look at that. It's all booty. It's all booty. It's just such it was terrible. So then I started over, and this is how I got to that final piece that you saw before. You don't think that was even bad, Bing? Come on. He's supposed to be this cool singer dude, and I just made like them apple bottom jeans, you know? It was all booty. I had to start over. Hello, VJ.PJDJ. Wow, that's quite the name. Welcome to the stream. The idea is so cool that I can see where you're going with it. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, Bing, boots with the fur. Rats along his back. Oh, yeah. I'm an Encanto fan. Deep. Not even deep down. It's like on the surface. I have Encanto fan art on my channel. So, like, I am very obvious about, on my sleeve, about my Encanto fandom. Every artist is so hard on themselves. I don't think it's bad at all. Thank you, Dime. I mean, I was happy once I got to this part, but like that first one, I wasn't happy with it. I had to start over. So we're gonna go ahead and stop that playback, and we're gonna head back to the gallery and back to what we were working on here. So I love that you share your drawing process. Thanks. I appreciate that. It's fun, and it's fun to have people to share it with. Like, I don't know about you guys, like maybe you're in a good friend group that all enjoy kind of the same thing growing up, and I've talked about this, I don't know, in like my show and tell videos where I show my childhood art or whatever, but like growing up, I was not in a friend group where people liked drawing or cared that much about art. Like, I had one friend who liked to draw with me in elementary school back in like 3rd grade, and then nothing beyond that. Like, past that, like, there was no friends of mine who were like, and then you show your art to them, and because they're not really into it, it's not that they don't like it, it's just that they're like, okay, cool, whatever. They don't like, oh, you know, wow, cool, can you draw this, or can you do that, or help me make, like, nothing. There was like no real passion for art growing up, so I didn't really have art friends. So being able to do this with you guys is always super like humbling to me, and also heartwarming, and Great. I love doing this with you guys. What is the canvas size that you use on Procreate? So for a lot of these art fight ones, I've been using one of two. Either I've been using the 4x6 photo, or I've been using the square size, which is roughly 2000 by 2000 pixels. Like if I was going to draw something for something other than art fight, I would tend to use a much bigger canvas. I usually don't want to go smaller than 3000 squared, just because I don't know if I'm going to print it or something. I want it to be big enough to do whatever. But since this is art fight, I sort of just use the defaults, and I don't know, I haven't put that much thought into it. Your art is very cool, Perry. You always do backgrounds. Don't pressure me into doing backgrounds. I'm a feral artist. I'm a feral only artist, so I struggle with drawing humans. If you draw humans, I am automatically impressed. I appreciate that. Also, sorry guys if I spell something wrong. I'm not English. That's totally fine. Don't worry about it. I will read so many things wrong that we'll be in the same boat together. I'm a phonetic reader. I read things the way they're spelled. I sound them out like I'm still in first grade learning how to read for the first time. So yeah, I'll be embarrassed with you. It's okay. Nancy, I'm on a super delay, so I'm just at the part where you say you had no friends. And excuse me, ma'am, I was always into your art, especially when you made the cartoon of the octopus that you wiggled a cartoon with an octopus. What? Front of the lights, and we thought it was a cartoon. LOL. So Nancy's my sister. When I say I didn't have friends that were into art, I am not excluding her. My sister Nancy has been my number one forever and ever and ever. She's the most supportive, best sister ever. And we are drawing, who are we drawing today? Austin Blanton. We are drawing, I keep pointing that way because my screen's that way, but to you guys it's this way. Like, look up here in the top corner, boom, in the corner. That fox character belongs to Lily Animation, who is in the chat right now, and we are drawing them for Art Fight, as a Art Fight revenge attack, because Lily attacked me on Art Fight, so now it's only fair that I return the favor by attacking one of her characters with some gift art. If you're not familiar with Art Fight, it is an art trading game, and it happens every year. Oh no, I erased that. Every year in the summer. And it lasts for a full month. So that's kind of what's up right now. If I ever stop talking and actually get back to drawing. I swear I can do two things at once. It's fine. It's fine. We've got this. We can multitask. As far as like drawing feral characters goes, I do my best. I draw mostly humanoids. But I like to try and mix it up. So let's, if I can get my hand on my mouse now that I have a riser on the desk. Okay, we'll go here. So, scroll up for, I'm a hot mess, guys. I'm trying. My new setup will be better, I promise. Alright, so if we go up here, and we go here. So my characters are mostly humanoids. I have like this gargoyle, I have human, I have, I think this is called a feral, because it's like straight up the animal. It's not like a humanoid animal, so it's not anthro, it's feral. I don't even know what you would call this. It's a fridge. It's like a machine, like the happy little toaster or whatever style character. Robot, people. Tiefling, paladin, so that's like, you know, it's D&D species. And then this thing, which I would kind of consider also a feral, it's a wasp, or it's a moth. I don't know why I had trouble clicking on that. But so like these characters would also kind of be considered I don't know, I guess you could kind of consider it anthro. It's got more of like a little bit more humanoid of a body type. But all in all, mostly people. They're mostly people. So yeah, my characters are mostly people. I try to include a little bit of everything. I apparently don't really have that much anthro or anything like that. But when I attack, I try to be like very flexible. I want to be flexible. I want to include everybody. So here I have some anthropomorphic frogs. And then if we go here, we have a cat. I drew somebody's cat. This is my first attack of art bite this year. So I drew a cat for someone. I have a robot that I drew. This is actually in the thumbnail for today's video. It's the only one with a background really so far. So Bing, I don't know if you're calling me out or what the deal is here, but like this is so far the only background I've done for art bite this year. Oh no, that's a lie. I did this. But does this count? I don't know. Maybe a little bit. It's a little bit of a background. But yeah, I mean, I've done mostly people, but that doesn't, but I do try, guys. I try to like mix it up. Like these are previous years. I have like this cow lady here, this tiefling paladin, or tiefling druid. He's summoning bears. What else? I mean, to be fair, they're mostly people. Here's a chicken. I did a chicken. A rabbit with no eyes. So, but by and large, mostly people. So I do try to branch out, and I'm trying to branch out more now as well. So we're gonna keep the trains moving in that direction and kind of stay the course and be more inclusive, I think, is sort of like the goal. I need to remember to add more of a background so I get more points. Yeah, that's true, though. Having backgrounds in your art video hacks does pay. It does pay off in points, and yeah, it's worth it. So I did try to pull a little bit of like, I might decide to turn this green placeholder into a background by like using that to make a wall and then maybe build up some other elements around it. We'll see. But yeah, we have a little bit of ways to go. I have a suggestion for a video. All you have to do is scribble on paper or screen with your eyes closed, and then what you see in it, you make with the lines. It can be anything based on what you see. There's actually an artist on Instagram who does those, and I don't know, she calls them scribble something. But yeah, it's like her whole thing, and she does them so well, and they're really entertaining. But yeah, no, I think they make for really fun videos. I like watching them. Yeah, I gotta do more backgrounds. I've been trying some patterns, but I'd love to do at least one background this month. I feel that, yeah. I've been doing some super simple patterns too, mostly. But after you watch Pilfer, like, Bing's probably feeling it, Deadlight Switch is probably feeling it, I'm feeling it. After you watch Pilfer do his, like, art fight attacks, it's like you almost feel like you gotta do it. You gotta add a background. You gotta at least try one scene to complete one whole scene. Because his art is so storytelling, like, it's just inspiring. It's very inspiring. Bing probably feeling it. Yeah. The frog mass attack video. Yeah, those guys were from that video, yeah. And again, no background, but it was still, I still was pushing myself because I was doing a non-human characters. So that was still outside my default. I don't think that they're like necessarily outside my comfort zone. I think I'm just, stop growling, Tommy. My belly is so loud today. But no, it just definitely was, let's get this guy his fancy schmancy color, because he's a very well-dressed fox character. Very well-dressed dude. Thanks for the mass attack video, because I assumed mass had to be like 10 plus characters. And people, yeah, not true. It's not requirement. But yeah, no, I'm really glad to hear that the videos are helping. Like truly, 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 I really love hearing that. It makes it seem worth it. Like oh, I made a good decision to make that video. Like that kind of feedback, and also that kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? It's like you guys know what I'm trying to say? Like it's words. It's early. I promise it's still early. When it's like validation. I don't know if validation's the right word, but it's like just knowing, like hearing, like yeah, that was helpful, or that was like really useful or timely or whatever. It's like it lets me know that I made the right decision to make that video, because sometimes I don't know, like, was this a good idea, was this a good video? And you know, the only way to sort of gauge that is to look at like the feedback and to see what you guys think. So when you guys tell me stuff, whether good or bad, like you can tell me either way, like, oh man, I think you kind of missed the mark with that one, like that's okay too. But just like the feedback helps, especially as somebody who's like trying to make YouTube videos consistently. Like I want to actually commit to it. Definitely helps to have feedback and engagement. Honestly, your videos were the main reason I joined this year. They were so helpful. Yay, that's so good. Yes, and ArtBite is so fun. So I'm really glad you joined. I hope you get a lot of art and you have fun making art. And if you're like trying to push yourself and level up, I hope you achieve those goals too, because I know that's what I try to do every year. The best part of ArtBite is drawing something for somebody else and then surprising them with it and just like making somebody else happy. Like I think Deadlight Switch and Bing might have been talking about this with Pilfer last night, maybe. I don't know if I'm mixing people up, but talking about how like just the waking up to the surprise of new art of your characters is like the best feeling. And being able to do that for people is so great. It's so gratifying. So that's why I like get excited about it every year. Like it's the biggest event of the year for me. I'm always excited for ArtBite. Yeah, and like Austin said, there are mini games like during off season. So when ArtBite closes at the end of July, and then they'll tally the points and they'll tell us who wins and everything. But for the rest of the year, if you join their Discord server, they have mini games, and so there's ways to still be involved with the community and still do smaller events, like smaller scale events, throughout the year. And that's on Discord, so if you didn't know, now you know. So if you have a Discord and would like to join, you can. And then other things I think are really great too is Secret Santa. I like to join a Secret Santa every year, and like the last 2 years I've sort of picked oh, that tie is not centered. Let's fix that. This should be more like popping out on the chest. I need to follow the body. Don't just draw down in a straight line. Follow the contour of the body. ArtBite is a bit like NaNoWriMo, but for artists. I don't know what that means. I'll just have to take your word for it. Yeah, it's been so nice seeing people's comments when I've posted. Yeah. It's so good, right? Like, it's so great to see people get excited when they see what you drew. I think giving feedback is so important. I try to like stress that in my videos too, like when I'm kind of like showing people who've never played before, like this is how ArtBite works, but also remember you have like this comment function, and it's really nice to get feedback, and it's also nice to give it. Like remember that you too can show your appreciation for what other people drew for you by leaving a comment. So you know, I like to remind people that it's there. It feels so good. And I know like some people hesitate to use the comments because they're shy, and that's completely understandable. They might have like stress or anxiety when it comes to leaving comments. I know that if you know Friendelia, who's also a YouTube artist and streamer, she's so brave. She streams so much. Like multiple times a week. I don't know where she finds the energy, but then she gets very shy and nervous when it comes to commenting. And I don't know if it's because comments are they're not permanent. You can delete them, but maybe it feels more permanent, so maybe that makes her a little less comfortable. Whatever the case might be, I know she has like a lot of anxiety with commenting. So I can understand that it's not for everybody. Not everybody wants to do it. But long story short, it is nice to get those comments. So it's also nice to remember to leave them if you can and if you're comfortable with it. I don't know if this tie is long enough, but we'll leave it there for now and then we'll come back to it. Alright, so I definitely want to feel like this shoulder kind of comes up. And then you have it so that his sleeves are kind of like rolled here at the elbow length. So let's make sure we capture that. Not like that. Let's capture that, but not like that. Let's do better. There we go, that's a little better. And then we can just sort of like bring this back in like this. And then a little bit more like that. I don't know if we need to exaggerate the twist in the body that much, so I'll bring it down a little bit. And come back here. Be right back, gonna play a game with my friend. Alright, have fun, Deadlight Switch. See you when you return. And okay, cool. I think I caught all the comments. Does the character owner have an art fight link? Might I add this character? Yeah, absolutely. Let me drop that link so I can just come here and grab it and swing on over to the chat and drop that there for you. So you should be able to follow that link to that character's profile and add them to your list. I'm kind of feeling wings for lunch today, not really relevant to anything, just feeling the need to share. Well, I appreciate you sharing. It is our custom in Saturday morning streams to talk way too much about food. So you might be feeling that impulse, Bing, because normally by now we would have talked about breakfast and maybe lunch, maybe dinner, because our characters are kind of in the middle of their Great Bake Off competition in the comics. How many people do we have here? 13. Some of you might not know this. Let me go ahead and show you guys something a little interesting, just so that you know, like outside of art fight, when we're not art fighting, what we would normally do on Saturday morning streams, if you're interested in joining, I can show that to you. I do have what is called, and you know, I have like, it's called a stream trailer, but I didn't put it on this trailer. I mean, I didn't put it on this stream for obvious reasons, because we're not doing a typical stream. We are doing we're doing an atypical stream because we're doing art fight now. But normally we would do this. This book is something that I picked up in Barnes & Noble, and I'm really excited about it. We are going to design a comic together today, and we have plenty of empty paneling to fill this comic in. We'll decide on what exactly it is that this comic is going to be about based on what comes up in the stream. It could be a Western, it could be a sci-fi, it could be a fantasy adventure, historical drama, it could be modern day apocalypse, so we could do dystopian, modern supernatural, we could do fantasy world, it could be entirely like a fae realm or undersea mermaid adventure. I really appreciate you coming to my stream. I will have this page all colored up and looking beautiful, so I can't wait to present that to you and let you see what this looks like in full color. I'm really happy with this. We will continue the story, draw another page to further the adventure, and if there are any new characters that want to be added, add those as we go. Let your imagination loose and we can just design anything right now. Okay, I just realized I am wearing the same shirt today that I was wearing in that video. Okay, we're back. Yeah, busted. I am drinking the Monster again instead of coffee today. I have, I guess, relapsed into my caffeine habit a little bit. Sort of pushing the puck or kicking the can down the road a little bit and going to do the whole weaning off caffeine later. Because, you know, I gotta move soon and I need all that energy and I need to be awake and ready. And so I've created this excuse for myself that I can keep drinking these energy drinks for now. Something that tells a story. I want to try to do a comic page this year for Archive. That sounds really fun. That is a really cool idea. Like a actual, like a one pager or something. That would be really neat. If you do, share it because I would like to see it. That'd be really cool. Yeah, I appreciate that you like Chi. Yeah, Chi. I appreciate that you like the thing that the comics that we make on stream. So yeah, probably the next stream, maybe. Like we might do another archive, but we also might not. We might return to the comic by the next stream and continue with that. And we're also doing stream cards for the comic. So all the characters that we added to the stream, and by the way, all the stream characters are your guys' characters. They're not my characters. So everybody that's in the comic was provided by somebody in the chat. And we are now making a deck of stream cards, and those will have all the characters from the comic. I can't wait to join after Art Fight streams. Yay, that would be really great. Yeah, so that's the plan. We're gonna do that, and then this character's got like a round. You know, I wonder if it would be okay. Actually, instead of doing that, let's do. I kind of want to do this like how when some people like leave their shirts untucked, it like and but they still stick their hands in their pockets. You know, it bunches kind of up here, and I kind of want to do that. I want to get like that fabric-y, flowy, bunchy part because I feel like that would look cool, and I haven't done that before. So that could be fun. Sort of like try it, you know, just to try it. I haven't done it before. So I was gonna say we could tuck it in and then add a belt, but you know what? This is interesting, so I'm going to do it this way. I like the idea of trying to play with the wrinkles in fabric. It's always interesting to try and create really shape. That's what we're creating when we do that. When we're creating these like wrinkles in fabric, whether it's because of gravity pulling on fabric and making it drape a certain way, or if it's because it's being coming into contact with something else that's causing it to move or crinkle, like move if it's like blowing in the wind, or like crinkle like this or whatever, right? Like all of this is just informing shape. It's all giving us sort of like mass and dimension, and that's why it's really fun, because like you're kind of like, it's not just hanging loose, you're kind of finding the shape this way. And we're just gonna like create a pocket here for this arm, or for this hand over here. Not like that. not quite like that. I feel like I just keep repeating the same line that I didn't want, so we'll come back to it. Yeah, I kind of like where this is going. I think we're getting there. So he has some very straight-legged black pants, and we will kind of keep them that way. We'll keep them very straight-legged. And pocket there. So maybe the second leg, the bent leg, is probably going to be the harder part, because we kind of got to find what looks natural and also think about 3D form and the angle that he's tilted it, because his body isn't facing us flat and then he's got the leg propped up, because then the knee would just kind of look like this, right? Like we would just kind of have like the knee, maybe a little bit of this coming down, and then like the shoe, right? Like all of this would be like falling under the shadow of the actual kneecap. Like that would be if the body was flat on and we're facing directly, and then the knee was bent up, you would get like sort of this sort of foreshortened shape. But we're not. We're looking at it at like sort of like a 3/4 view, like a side angle. So we're going to catch the leg at a different angle. And also, I think I made the legs this leg a little bit skinnier. So I'm going to have to make this one a little skinnier, but that's good, because if we look at the reference from Lily Animation, this character has very, very long, very skinny legs. So I want to make sure we sort of stick to that. Make sure we, even though it's in a different art style, we want to still keep all of those same features. Have you done a video of redrawing people's art from your Discord subscribers? I've done 2, actually. I have 2 videos in my gallery redrawing my subscribers' art. And I did one for my 350 subscriber mark. I did one for my 500 subscribers mark. And then I was also going to do one for my 1,000 subscribers mark. And I asked in the Discord for people to send me their characters so that I could do that. But then art fight kind of happened. So that's on hold. I'm still going to do it. I still want to celebrate the milestones. So it's on my to-do list. And if you just join my Discord, you can definitely add your characters as well. I think, let me open Discord real quick. Let's take a look at where I put those. Okay. So, yes! I remember this one. It's so pretty. Sorry, I got distracted. It's okay. This is worth it. This is my character, and she was drawn for me by Satoshi here. So this art fight attack will also get revenge. Spoiler alert. That is definitely going to get a revenge attack. So stay tuned for that. So good. But as far as like the OCs thing, up here I have like, so I hit my 1,000 subscriber mark, and I let everybody know that I wanted to draw your characters for my 1,000, like as like that's my way to celebrate. I want to celebrate with you guys. You are my 1,000 subscribers, so I wanted to celebrate you by drawing your characters. So here's where I want you to put them. If you join my Discord, you see this one right here, Q and A and OCs. Put your characters in here for me. That's how I know these are the ones you want me to redraw in a video for you. And in the past, like I said, I had done 2 others. I did this one for 350. That's my 350 mark, and I drew your guys' OCs there. And here's my 500 mark, and I drew your characters here as well. So you can check out those videos. I won't drop the links in the chat just because we're streaming right now, but definitely if you come into Discord, you can find them here, or if you just want to go to my channel and look at my videos, these are what the thumbnails look like, so you can go check them out as well. But yeah, if that's something you're interested in, that's how we do it. So you can join us here, and we will eventually get to, after Art Fight, we will get to that video. And then we have what? No way. Oh my god! Hey, this is my character Rome, and that you guys are like drawing all of my characters. That's crazy. Yeah, roses are purple. This is crazy. This is so good. Thank you. Guys, thank you so much. Wow, this is so good. Roses are purple. Thank you very much. She is very pretty. I love it. And this one from so I feel like this should count as a background. This one's from Bing, and this is my little witch character that I did for Midsummer Month Magic. I think it was like an event in 2020, and basically you created like a storybook it was for like storybook artists to follow a, what do you call them, like a manuscript, and to illustrate it, right? And everybody was illustrating the same story, and it was part of like a monthly community thing. Anyway, this was the character I made for that, and this is Bing's version of her, and she looks amazing doing her magic and creating magic pies. But yeah, I feel like this cauldron is so epic and so well done. That should count as a background right there. Yes, it's so good. So good. These are great, guys. Yes, these are beautiful, and I love them, and you will all get revenge. And yeah, you can put your art bites here as well, so that's wonderful. I'm glad you guys already know that. You already worked that out. Okay, so coming back over here, we are going to jump back here. Hi. Okay. And continue with this very difficult angle of the... I almost want to do the tail instead, just because I feel like that would be easier than what I have to do next with this kneecap. Oh, goodness. Okay, yes, that is so cute. I agree. It is so cute. Still amazed that I managed to fit 4 jokes in that one. Yeah, Bing, that was really good. And also, I liked that it was kind of... There are layers in the pies, because they were part of her actual story pages, and that you included that was really cool. I do want to say, I didn't get around to saying this before, when I did your revenge art, and I wrote that, like, I wrote a comment, and I used that whole revenge as a dish best served cold line, but I didn't make it work. Like, I didn't tie the joke in any good way. I want to just defend myself here. I'm pretty sure it was after midnight when I posted that, and I was too tired. My brain was too tired to make the joke work. So, but I wasn't willing to like not use it either. So I still used it, even though it probably didn't make any sense. And I'm sorry for that. No, I understood what you meant. It was great. Okay, good. Okay, so, oh, let me know, by the way, if you guys can hear the music, can't hear the music, if it's too loud, or if it's not loud enough, I can adjust that. Because I do have some music playing in the background. If you're not hearing anything at all, let me know, and I can bump that up. Because it's just some basic, like, royalty-free, ambient sound kind of music. And let's get this guy... Oh, no, wait, no. Now I realize what I'm doing wrong. His sleeves are rolled. We need to make sure that we're consistent with that. And we'll come here. And keep that sleeve rolled. Is it too low? No, it's not too low. It's lower than this because the shoulders, okay. I forgot the shoulders were kind of, I'm not dancing, I'm imitating this pose a little bit. Like the shoulders are off kilter is what I'm trying to say. They're like, he's whatever. It's you get it, right? You understand? I hear it ish, but it is super quiet. Okay, well, we'll give that a little boost. Maybe like there? Let me know if that works out. I don't hear music, so it must be very quiet. Okay. Boost that a little bit more. Maybe that'll work. Okay, cool. And so what we discovered here is that the shoulders, there we go. So that's maybe better, maybe. And then we have a hand going into a pocket. Could probably stand to bring the pocket up a little bit to meet the hand. Okay. I think it's alright, at least for the sketching phase. I don't always even do a sketching phase. Sometimes I just go, like, let's see, what's an example? Maybe this one? Yeah, I just went straight from the pose without a sketch phase directly into the character, like the line art. Sometimes I can do that, sometimes not so much. I think with like an anthropomorphic character, I feel a little bit better if I try to do the sketching first, just because I'm used to people, I'm used to drawing girls, probably the most. So sometimes I can just dive right in like that. But with something like this, I just feel a little bit better if I go into this with an extra color of sketching. Like the blue, that's for pose, and then this red is for actually finding the character. Okay, you guys can hear the music now. Good, good, good. So I think what we need to do here is make it super small so nobody can see it. No, I'm making it small so I can like, so when things are, oh wow, you guys really can't see it when I do that. Weird. When you make stuff smaller, sometimes you can tell if the form is right or not when you can see it in less detail. So it's kind of just a good way to check is to make things smaller and then just look at like the basic form, and then maybe it will tell you like maybe you drew something exactly right but you drew it disproportionate. Like say if I drew like, oh, I drew that leg really well, like I got the angle I wanted and everything, but maybe it's too large or maybe it's too small compared to the rest of the body. Like looking at it really little, like making the canvas really small, or if you're drawing on like pencil and paper, and then walking away, like, or putting it like on the table and then taking a few steps back and looking at it that way can kind of help you see any inaccuracies like that. You'll be able to tell the form is right or wrong by looking at it in less detail. I know that sounds weird, but it helps. Practice more action poses. I feel like mine are sometimes stiff. Yeah, I'm pushing myself to do more of that too, I think. At least trying a little bit. I go back and forth. Like sometimes I'm on it and other times I'm just not. And I have to remind myself, you know, like sometimes you just gotta coach yourself a little bit into going in the directions that you're avoiding, whether intentionally or subconsciously. Yeah, but I feel you on that. I do. I understand where you're coming from and what you're saying, because I know for me, kind of feeling the same way. Not sure if that's looking right. That's not looking right, guys. That's not looking right. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out what's wrong with it and how we can fix it. So I'm not hating the way the thigh looks, being completely honest, but I don't like the way, I wasn't loving the way that the shin was looking. So let's see what we can do about that. Also, normally I have like a wrist wrap here and I don't have it. I think it's the head. It looks a bit flat compared to the body. His? Yeah, it's the way it's turned. It's definitely looks more, so the body is 3/4. The body is 3/4 kind of this way, but the face is turned this way. So they're definitely juxtaposed. And I definitely could see how this looks like flat, like a paper doll. I'm hoping I can use sort of this eye, not this one, but this one back here behind the nose, to sort of like round out the face a little bit. And then I'm also just not sure where I'm going to put the shadows yet, like where the lighting source is going to be. But you can also use like your shadows and highlights to create more contouring and depth with your, or not depth, but three-dimensional shape with your characters. Depth too. But yeah, I definitely hear you on that, and I think that's a good note, Bing. Thank you very much. Try selecting and skewing it with the transform. I think I could do that, yeah. I think I'll wait. I want to figure out this knee situation first, because I feel like that's going to inform a lot the way the body is twisted. I think that's something I should probably figure out first. So if I wanted to do like this, and the knee, so this is the kneecap, right? Swinging up. We should see kind of like this, but also, I mean, we want the knees to like, we want his legs to be the same length, so I'm gonna check that arc. But I also don't like, I don't love how it looks, how drawing it that way makes the knee sort of turn. Like it's like turning like flat. I don't know how to explain it, but that one I don't like. I don't like how that's getting flat. So maybe, and part of the problem too might be this, like if the kneecap here is turned out, I make the underside flat like that, and then bring the leg back like this, like under, right? And knees aren't completely round either. They have like a little bit more shape to them. So maybe I can use that to try and inform the way the body's twisted here, maybe. Nope. Okay. That I feel almost a little bit better about. It's just like something about it. I might actually use your advice here for the skew thing. Let's try skewing this one a little bit. I feel like this back leg is really just, oh gosh, it really just doesn't want to go. Is that better? Maybe. Just like a smidge better. Maybe flipping the cam. Smart? Yes, thank you. Roses are purple. Thanks, guys. I always forget to do that. I always forget I can do that. So how do I do that? There's a button for this in here somewhere. Canvas, flip horizontal. Here we go. That was really smart advice. Thank you. So now I can see if this is working. So I just, man, I want to find where this isn't working and figure out how to make it look more natural. Just, I don't want it to look off. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like it's almost there, but I want to get it all the way there. I don't want it to be off because that could be distracting. I think that might be something I can work with. I just gotta maybe keep building up. That's too long. The foot shouldn't be that far down. Maybe, nope. We'll come back to that too. Oh my gosh. Anatomy is very hard to do. This is very true. You are not wrong. And I'm definitely seeing, now that you flipped it, Bing, I'm seeing what you're saying about the face. We need this to look different. So let's, I don't know what that is. We're just gonna merge that down. And then we're gonna pick a different color. Maybe like this color. I feel like this. Should come out more, maybe? I think green might have been better for that. Make this a little lighter. And unlock the alpha lock there. So will this look better if I make the snout come out more? I don't know. Maybe? I'm gonna hide this color for a second because I feel like it's hard to see. So yeah, maybe that's better. I'm definitely seeing the silhouette is better with the nose made longer. I usually forget to flip canvas, but it's very helpful flipping. Yeah, I always forget. I have not made it a habit, and so I really appreciate you reminding me. So for future reference, if anybody wants to call me like out and like be like, maybe you should flip that, or like remind me, even if you're not trying to like call me out, just remind me occasionally, like flip the canvas, you know. I will do so diligently because I appreciate the reminders. You always flip it out of habit. See, I need to build that habit, Bing. I have not developed that habit and I am suffering for it. So definitely gotta work it in somehow. It's almost like a nervous tick at this point. No problem. Thank you, Roses. No, I don't do it nearly enough. Being, maybe I'll get there eventually and I can relate, but not right now. Clearly, not doing that nearly enough. Okay, so, and then we have the shirt again. Okay, so and also alright, so I think we could do like a little bit of a brow bone here, kind of cheat that in so it has a little bit more facial structure. Like that. And then I feel like we've got a decent pose going on here. I think we're kind of safe with that one. Might want to exaggerate the hair a little more. Probably do it better once I actually start inking. But I do want to try to just kind of push it a little bit just to see what we get. He needs his other ear. This wolf only has one ear. What's going on here? I mean, would we even see it though at this angle? Is that like is that even an issue? I guess we kind of would, huh? We kind of see that like here. Alright, so that's, aside from the fact that we never really dealt with this pocket situation over here. Alright, let's take this off lock and add all of that color back. And I'm going to come in here and just sort of erase the parts of the face that I didn't want to keep the way they were. Just to give us a little bit more visibility. And then we can bring this one down. This is the that original just kind of like bubbled in pose layer. If I bring that down, we'll actually be able to tell how we're looking here with this actual sketch, which I think is looking pretty good. I'm okay with it. I don't know about you guys. I'm feeling okay. I guess I could flip it all back. Do we even want him leaning this way? I think not what I meant to do. We will flip it again, because now I kind of, one, I can't remember which direction we started in, and two, I think I like this one better. Okay. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break because I got to go find my wrist wrap. My wrist is starting to feel a little bit loosey-goosey, so I will be right back, and I will see you guys in a minute. Okay, all back. I just got this on, should be good. Okay, so I feel like you would see the leg more that is bending for some reason. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I'm having trouble with this pose. I thought it was going to be simple, and it has not been, weirdly enough. So I think without getting rid of this leg here, maybe what we need to do is consider bringing it forward like this. But then the problem I'm having here is then I don't know how to tuck it under, right? Like, I start to bring the kneecap, the kneecap forward, but then I have an issue with tucking the leg under. Like, I'm not sure how that would look, maybe. Like, is that any better? And then I also like end up with this like weird situation where it's like, I mean, that definitely brings the leg forward though. It brings it forward more. So maybe that could be it. Maybe there might be a pose like that you can use for reference. Yeah, I should look. I should I don't know. Yeah, let me look it up. Let's take a look at the old Pinterest. find a reference. This one's kind of leaning on the wall, but it's not a bent knee. Can you imagine doing perspective like this? It's intense. Oh, wait a minute. I wanted to save this for something. Okay. Well, that's definitely man leaning on wall. Just, I didn't want him to be sitting down. I wanted him to be standing up. Super intense perspectives for people who like to suffer. I can't say I disagree. You'd have to prove otherwise to convince me. It does look cool though. I mean, super intense perspective is pretty neat. There we go. That's the foot we need, guys. I found it. I feel like we're getting closer. Like this is almost it, you know? Like we just need that leg bent. What? It moved. Why is it moving? Or maybe the answer isn't to put the leg up. Maybe I should put the leg down. Right? Like, I don't know why this keeps moving. That's bothersome. But maybe, just maybe, I should put his leg down, right? Like, maybe the knee doesn't have to be up and bent. Let's see. Okay. So what if we tried, oh goodness, maybe, so here's the knees, that's an eraser, here we go, so maybe the answer is actually to not put the leg up at all. Maybe what we should be doing is not making that funny shoe. But I kind of like how in the reference he's kind of got his like leg up, you know, like on a step or on a stair. So what if we did, like here's ground level, but then there's like a stair, I don't know, here? Then we could but then I gotta bring the knee up even more, so hang on. Oh my goodness, this is so much, right? Like, whoops. It's funny, kind of, when you watch these as speed paints, right? When it's all finished, and then I put a speed paint in a video and I talk for like 2 minutes over it, And it's like, oh wow, that just came together so nicely. It's so so good and painless. And then like, but you watch me do this real time and it's like, she's really struggling, isn't she? It's really nice and casual. I do like the leg up pose. When I did a photo shoot, the photographer had me do that pose on the wall once. I do like the leg up pose. I'm struggling to get it there. So I'm kind of like experimenting with other options. Like we could do that's so bad. I don't want to do that. That's not what I meant. I usually do not struggle this much with feet, though. I will say that's not usually what stops me. It's not usually the feet. So if we did this like this, it doesn't look great. Like this foot does not look great here, like this. First of all, because it's at the wrong angle, that's part of it. It should be toe forward. Because it should not be flat. If anything else, this should just not be flat. Oh, goodness. Guys, 3D shapes. What are we doing to ourselves? I love the hair. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I needed that because I'm struggling here with this pose. It's so gosh darn tricky. So we could try something like this with like in the picture up in the corner of the guy. This one right here. Hang on, you can't see that. This one right here. The dude with his foot up on the steps. But, I mean, oh, you guys, I keep forgetting you guys can't see when I do that, when I zoom out. That's the green stuff, but if I hide the green stuff, we have the leg leaning on the wall, which I kind of liked better. What do you guys think? Oh, welcome back, Nancy. I'm glad you made it back. I'm having a pose crisis. Me and my muse are not getting along right now. So I'm trying to like figure out what to do with these legs. We can like do this, but then this foot looks kind of jank here. This one doesn't look quite right. We could keep the leg up on the wall like we had it, but we gotta figure out what about it exactly looks off. And I couldn't find a pose that like matched this pose, unfortunately. For the record, when you're not streaming and have people waiting on you, a good way to solve this problem would be to take your own reference photos. So like to get a photo of yourself, whether it's like setting up the timer on your phone camera and then going and standing in the position you need, or looking in a mirror, standing in that pose to figure it out. It'd be kind of entertaining to be standing on one leg with the tablet, trying to draw the way my knee looks in a mirror. But we're not going to do that right now because we're on camera. Since he's Lucifer, you can say he's giving you a little hell of a time. That is so good. Keith, well played. I like it. That was a good one. Sari Clay, I agree with you. LOL. Very true. That is a really good play on words. I approve. 2 thumbs up. His leg is just a touch too skinny at the bottom. His leg looks good back, and he can be on a ledge or a column. Yeah, he should be leaning with his foot up on something, ideally. The leg is so skinny because if you look up here at the reference in the corner, this guy right here, that's our guy. He's a skinny leg guy. He's got some very skinny legs. So trying to keep it consistent. Yay, I'm so glad, Lily. That's so good. The stream motivated and inspired me a lot, so I'm drawing too now. That's really good. Yeah, I mean, it's Saturday morning. If you can, you know, use your time to get creative and have some fun. So what we do have here, I feel like the initial foot shape I started with was good. I feel like that part's not bad. And this over here, with the pant leg kind of like starting to sag a little because gravity. I think that that's not terrible either. I just want to... Oh, I drew that on that layer. You guys ever do that? You draw on the wrong layer? Oh, I almost erased that pose. That's not good. Let's lock that layer so I don't do that again. Okay, so I think we're gonna stick with this pose. I think the two legs down did not work out, so I'm gonna delete that. We don't need that layer. We're gonna keep this one. We're gonna try to create some shape here with the pant leg. Because I want this to have like a little bit of volume and look like gravity is actually pulling on the pants a little bit. Not there though. That's not where I want it. And the front's good. And then we can just add like a little follow through line here. Oh, Christmas tree. It's the wrong month for Christmas songs. I keep saying this, but I think I got it. Like, I think we're good. We can probably start adding actual line art now and see where this takes us. So let's give our guy there's our pose. So I'm going to go ahead and lower the opacity a little bit, lock that layer, add a new layer, and we're going to move from sketching to inking. Not with that pen, because that pen is way too intense. We'll go with this one. And of course we're going to do black liner. Okay, here we begin. Oh my god, I love the pose so much. Good, yay, so glad. That's good news, because it's your character, so I want you to love it. Alright, so let's start up here with the fun part. Oh! I just realized I forgot the crown. He's supposed to have a crown here, so he's supposed to have like, nope, not like that. Let's do, there we go, like that. Almost. Here we go. I think that'll work for that. We'll hold that there and come back to the details. Why are you ignoring me? No, I'm not trying to. Oh no, what did I miss? What did I miss? Cody and Nancy are the death of me. Help me. Oh no. Are you guys at Cody's house? Or is he at your house? Guys, go easy on her. I am not ignoring you. I am so sorry I didn't see the earlier text that you left. Who's Hamilton? context. I need context. Cody is here too. Hello, Cody. So yes to which? You're at their house or they're at your house? It doesn't matter. Be nice to my niece. Be nice to her. Okay? She deserves for you to be nice to her. She's watching Saturday morning cartoons. Okay? Alright, here we go. So let's get... We've got this gorgeous crown in here. And now we just need the king to wear it, so. Here we go. I actually really love this pen. I discovered it during Art Fight. Like I was using before, let me show you. For all of you Procreate people, I was using this one for the longest time. Ever since I started with Procreate, I've been using the Studio pen, this one here. But by accident, I ended up on this Baskersville pen, and it has a lot more like line weight variety. Also, if you draw too fast, it doesn't, like how I just try to draw like a curve, it doesn't follow it, so you kind of have to take your time with it. But if you do, it comes out so nice, like a calligraphy pen. So if you're willing to sort of like take your time with your strokes. Also, I feel like it's kind of forcing me now that I'm like taking smaller strokes and not just like whipping the pen to try to like find the best like motion, which isn't bad. I mean, like you want to be able to like be more flexible, but anyway, I think it's like helping with my actual like line stability instead of always having to depend on the in-program, the software stabilization tool. I feel like having to go slower and be more deliberate with my lines so that it doesn't do that is helping me to have like steadier hands, is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that this pen not only has really nice line weight variation and looks kind of like a calligraphy pen, it's helping me with line stability. Yes, I think I got it out. I have felt ignored. Please, Perry, I'm trying to help. LOL. I have. Oh no! What am I missing now? Yes, LOL. Nice pen. I've been screaming, please, Perry. LOL. Please, Perry. Oh no! Oh no! No! Let me scroll up. I think I found the reference you need. Oh! Oh, you have a reference. Okay. Now I see what you're saying. Okay. Yes, you have my attention. All right. Did you send it on Discord? Let me pop over here. General chat. Let's take a quick look. Is this it? People leaning on walls. Are you guys seeing that? People leaning on walls. It's so close. It's so close. It's so close. But it's so close. But here's the thing. It's so close. This is completely a profile view, side of body view. See how we can see the leg going behind the other one and touching the wall because we're looking at him from the side, not 3/4. So 3/4 would be more like, yeah, this is portrait view, which is completely flat on, and profile view, which is completely side on view. So these are the two flat sides, portrait and profile. I need like a the problem with this knee I'm having is that it should be 3/4, and it's hard to find that 3/4 knee. Where's that 3/4 kneecap, you know? It's so tough. Where is the reference we need? Actually, it's kind of this right here, you know? Do you guys see it? Can you see what I mean there? How that's sort of the angle. I wonder if I can make that bigger. Can we make that bigger? No. there we go. Yeah, that's kind of like, that's the angle. That might work. Thank you. Yeah, you had the right intentions, totally, and you got us there. Look, we found one. It was in the similar category, like underneath the one you sent me. This was under that in the similar section, so that definitely helps for sure. So let me go back to that. I just had to get us our music back on because the player had run out. All right. Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna keep inking the face, but then when we move down the body, I'm gonna go back to the sketch layer and fix that knee. Because I feel like that reference will work. I think that will get us what we're looking for, which is so good to know. Oh, I love it. Thank you. You did it. Yes, yay. We're there. We found it. We have what we need. So good. Okay. So, let's create a new layer so we can continue this part. And I'm not sure about that though. Let's see. Maybe more like that. We'll see if that works. I think it might. We'll find out. And then for the color for this neck, we'll do this. I'm so jealous people who can just do dynamic poses like that without reference. Like, give me your secrets. Give them to me if they give them to you. Because clearly I am not one of those people. I have been struggling with this one. We will get there. It just will not be easy. It will be with tears and blood and sweat. But we will get there. Better late than never, right? Like, I guess. Okay, let's keep going. Oh no! Let's get our guy up here. And we need I am rather very happy with how that came out. Oops. Here we go. For the record, I am absolutely not a Procreate hotkey master, so if I look like I'm doing things the hard way, it's because I am. For you Procreate experts, please do not be frustrated with me if I'm not taking full advantage of the capabilities of this software. Those people are saints. Whoever can just do them cool poses with no references, lol. Yeah, that's gotta come from like just years of experience or something. Like, have you guys seen Hopcross Studio on YouTube? He does a lot of comic book art, so when it comes to dynamic poses, it's like every single pose is a dynamic pose. Every pose looks like an action pose right out of a comic book spread. And it's like every single video. So I think he's one of those people where it must just come from years of experience, practice, and also just really working inside that niche consistently, like doing those comic book poses, right? Oh my god, his expression looks so cool. Let me scream. Oh, yay! I'll scream with you. I'm glad you like it. That's so good. That's the important part. I need it to be good for the recipient, which is you, so I'm glad you like it. Okay, so let's see. Let's twist this a little bit. So we can come in here. Oh no, I'm on the eraser again. So I gotta figure out how I want to do this nose. And real quick, I'm gonna just pop this over here because I wanted to come back over here to my Lucifer reference. There we go. So we'll adjust these slightly. There. So just kind of flipped them so I can see both at the same time. And then I'll come back over here and make sure I can see the chat too, so I'm not ignoring anybody's comments. I want to make sure I see everything you guys say. Hello, Ray of Colors. Welcome to the stream. We are doing art bite attacks today. And right now I'm working on Lily Animation's character Lucifer, and we are going to we're getting to a really good spot with this one. Actually, I'm really excited for where this is going. And for this nose. So the way you did it was you created sort of this shape. So I'm going to do the same thing. Just following your example. And then we will come down here. It's not exactly how I wanted that to go. I wanted it to kind of... Nope. We'll get there. There we go. I think that might be right. We'll find out soon enough. I don't want it to have like a downward, I want it to have a, there we go, upward shape. It's all the little details, pixel by pixel, right? Like we're gonna master this. We're gonna make sure that every pixel is in the right place and we get this exactly how we want it. It's looking good so far. Thank you. I appreciate that. Are you on Artbyte? Who here is on Artbyte? And if you're on Artbyte, what team are you? Do we have more Bloom or more Wither on stream today? Like, is it mostly Withers? Is it mostly Blooms? Let me know in the chat. Like, are you playing Artbyte and which team are you on? And let's go ahead and get this part in here too. Actually, before we do that, I really kind of wanted to put these on separate layers. Team Wither, I'm on Artbyte and I'm Team Wither. Team Bloom all the way. Yes, I'm Team Bloom as well. Ray of Colors is also Team Wither. So we've got a couple Withers in here. And I'm pretty sure we're looking at, yeah, Lily Animations is a Bloom because I'm looking at her reference sheet up here and it's got the green color for Bloom, so. Oh no, what did I do? I don't love the way this looks right this second, so I'm going to try to change it a little bit. And see if we'll like this a little better if we do it like this. Okay. And then what we also need here, although it's kind of an awkward place for it, we need the other ear. So. Know if this eye, there we go, it's a little better. I feel like it's got to be looking up. Alright, so we have the face. Oh, is this a regular friendly fire or a revenge attack? This is a revenge attack. So if I go over here, I think I would just go back. Yeah, here is Lily Animation's attack on my character Digby. He is a member of my webtoon, so this is really exciting to get art of my webtoon characters, because then I can add them to. I'm doing a webtoon chapter featuring everybody else's art of the characters. I did that last year and I'm doing it again this year. And this is one of my webtoon characters, so this one, and Lily said that she's happy with that. Like, I think, pretty sure she was excited about the idea, so she's fine with adding this to my webtoon, so it'll go in the next chapter of the webtoon. But because it is an art fight attack, even if it is a friendly fire, I will of course revenge. I always revenge, unless I run out of time, like at the end of July. Like, if I get to the end of the month and I didn't have time to do them all, you know, I try to make up for it the following year. So I thought I had revenges that I owed from last year that I was planning to do at the beginning of this year, and I'd like held on to them. I held on to them all year long thinking I had to revenge them, but it turned out, like, I went back and looked, and they were revenge chains, so I had actually revenged them. It was fine. But if it happened again like that, I didn't get to everybody by the time this year is over, I will of course draw those people priority first the following year. But we're all caught up. I mean, I say that as in we're all caught up from last year, but like I am now, I think, 10 in the hole as far as how many revenges do I owe. Let's go up here. Let's look. Oh my god, now I think it's 12. So let me just pull this out. I have a new one. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Roses are purple. You showed me this in the Discord. So these are the attacks that I am revenging. Hopefully I can get the vast majority of these done this weekend. But these are, and then once I revenge them, I hit the little X and I take them off of this list, so that I don't, or so that it's just easier for me to keep track of everyone. But this is my list. You guys are on my list. Roses are purple, you're on my list. Valkyrie, you're on my list. Literally Lies, on my list. Sotachi, you're on my list. Pastel Bun Bun, Jade Jezebella, Cumulonimbus. That one's hard to say, but yes, also on my list. Sasha Creates Art, and Lily Animations, who we're drawing now. Vetten, I will be getting Vetten, and Kitty Knight, and Inspired Artists. So these are that's my list of revenges that I'm going to get to. Including this one here. This guy's up here because I need his knee. I need this kneecap. We're holding on to this kneecap. But these are, that's the plan for today and also for this weekend, even after today's stream is over, is to continue these revenge attacks for Art Fight. That's so sweet of both you and Lily. I've bookmarked characters before July started, so I'm working on them first before I do any revenges. It's my first year in Art Fight too, so it's been fun. Good, I'm so glad that you're having fun, and the bookmarks are great. I have a handful of bookmarks too that I want to get to, so once I'm caught up on my revenges, I'm gonna go back into my bookmarks and find some of the ones that I saved so that I can attack those too. Yeah, it's a long list. I was doing so good the first week, keeping up with everything. Like, I was really good. I was like a day behind every one of them. But the last 3 days of work, like, I think my last attack was on the 13th. So and it's what? Today is the 17th. Oh my god. It's so much later than I thought it was. Yeah, so they built up between the 13th and the 17th. Between the 13th and today, I kind of lost some of my momentum because I was really busy with my work stuff. So I'm hoping to really kind of like get caught back up, like this weekend and stay on top of the list. And it's my first year and I'm having so much fun. Ray of Colors, I'm really glad to hear that. Art Fight is so good. I really hope that everybody has a really good experience with it, because it's a really cool way for the art community to come together, and I think it's great. Like, this whole art trade thing, it's wonderful for everyone. Today is the 16th, is it? You're right, today is the 16th. Well, that makes me feel a little better, because I thought I thought I'd lost more time than I actually had, so I'm glad to hear that it's only the 16th. That's good. Yeah, it's a revenge attack. So, did I skip anybody? I don't want to skip anybody. Okay, I think I love his face. Nancy sees. Okay, yeah. I think I caught all of these. We have another Team Wither, Deadlight Switch, Team Bloom, Food X12 Art, and I did read everything. Okay, good. I just don't want to like skip what anybody said because I'm trying very hard to make sure that you guys are heard. Because otherwise, why do we stream? This is why we stream. So that's good. We're caught up. If I did miss anything, feel free to repeat yourself, and I will read it as it comes back up. Okay, what layer am I on? Okay, so I did that. I wasn't totally sold on it, so I'll leave it on its own layer for now. So let's come back in here. Here's where going slow with this pen really matters, because I'm like trying to get these little flicks at the end, but you have to you can't just flick it. You kind of gotta do it slow and with intention, because this pen does not like to wing it for you. It makes you do it. There we go. That's good. And then I'm actually okay with this tie length, so I think we're going to stick with it. But, maybe? Let's see how I feel about that. So the tie did straighten itself, that line, the line on the tie did straighten itself a little bit, but I kind of like it because it kind of makes it look a little bit fuller, like a thicker shape. So, and then maybe we could just, whoops, not like that. Just give it like a little bit of a 3D edge by, that's the eraser. Just by kind of hinting at like an edge there. And then here we get to do those fun creases we talked about earlier. So when we were sketching and we were like going over kind of like how this creased, you can sort of just almost like cheat these in, you know? Oops, too much, a little too much there. I wanted this to sort of bow a little bit here, but not so much. I think that's good. Just a little bit, just for a little bit of volume. And then we'll just bring this back up here under the armpit. Do that one more time. Maybe like that. And there we go, we got some shirt creases that make it look like the shirt really is kind of being displaced by the hands in the pockets. Finally got the chance to join the stream. Hello everyone, hello Pastel Bunny, welcome to the stream. We are doing art fight attacks, which you probably already realized because that is the title of today's stream. We haven't looked at the Discord in a little bit, so let me pop that up real quick just to peek and see if there were others. We have some works in progress. I saw this one earlier. This one looks really good. Speaking of dynamic poses, this pose right here is super dynamic, and look at the way they did that foreshortened forward facing knee. Like, I'm over here struggling with a 3/4 view. They already did this one and like the forward facing for shortened knee, which is incredible. And when I say they, that is Bing. So Bing over here busting out this crazy dynamic pose. And then Deathlight Switch, aka Live Lamppost, over here with the WIP on this art attack, which is coming across lovely. She does look a little sad though, not gonna lie. I guess maybe she doesn't like bees. I don't know. There might be a story there. And then let me go ahead and minimize this for a second, because I did want to welcome you to the stream. Pastel Bunny. Oh, I just realized it's spelled different. Bununi. Do you still pronounce it Bunny? Let me know. I want to make sure I say it correctly if I can. If I'm capable of pronouncing it right, I want to do my best. But I did want to show you guys one other thing that we are working on our regular streams when we are not art fighting, and that is stream cards. So we've talked about the actual comic book that we are normally making on stream, but what we have not talked about, we did mention it briefly, but I did not show you, so I'd like to show you guys this now. But to do that, I first have to pause that music. Our stream trading cards, and I will go ahead and jump forward. So here you can see just on this paused page, we've got Lily Bee here that belongs to Pilfer, and we've got Candy over here that belongs to Deadlight Switch. And these are two characters that I was in the process of drawing, but if we skip ahead in this video, and you're welcome to come watch this video without skipping to the end like I'm doing now. I wanted to show you guys kind of what we were building from our normal live streams are these stream trading cards. Yeah, it is pretty intense. So, swinging back over here. So that was just kind of one of the things that we were working on. And notice I did draw some non-human characters there, so I'm actually really excited about that. I am doing that as sort of a side project, and it's all based on our live streams. So when you guys do our normal live streams, which is create a comic, we create a comic together, and I get all of the comic characters from you guys, from the chat. And so all of the characters you just saw in the stream cards are characters from my subscribers that come to these live streams. And I almost have a full deck now, and pretty soon I will be delivering these cards to our raffle winners. So every once in a while, I do a raffle giveaway for stream cards. I do have 2 winners already in the Discord who have won their own deck of cards. So once those are complete, once the deck is complete, I will be mailing those out. Hello, Crazy Chimp Collective. It's good to see you again, Remy. Remy Chan, right? And that's something that I would like to invite you guys to join us for in the future. So outside of Art Bite, even after Art Bite is over, and probably after Art Bite is over, that's when we'll have time to continue the regularly scheduled programming. That's something that I invite you guys to join us for. It's a lot of fun, and it's a great way to come together as a community and to really become like art friends and work together on something fun and cool, and that hopefully you can have your own copy of and keep. And all the pages as well, like the comic pages themselves, I try to put all of them up in the Discord once they're fully colored. So the last page we worked on is not fully colored yet, so you're not going to find it here, but if you go to Discord, under Comic We Create page, this one here, and I'll make it a little bit bigger, you can kind of see, and there's the custom cards link, all these pages that we've worked on for the comic. So that's the first page, and we added a couple more characters here. Third page, we found our bad guys, our villains. So on the third stream, we had everybody create a villain. And you can kind of see how it's progressing and how we just kind of keep growing the comic and all the number of characters that we have in here. And now we've sort of established our storyline and what's going on there. So they're having this little bake-off at the beach. And, you know, just progressively getting deeper and deeper in the hole with these comics. So that is kind of what's going on our normal streams, just as an FYI, because I know Art Fight only goes on for so long, but I would like to invite you guys to stay with us and enjoy more live stream content and other projects as we move forward into the rest of the year. Bye, I'll be back soon. Okay, Ray of Colors, I will see you when you come back. Have a good one. I actually made it for the Create a Villain stream. Yeah, Remy-chan, you gave us, which character? You gave us, was it Candy Lamity? Is that one yours? I think it might be. I have them all annotated in the book, but I might, it's a lot to remember, so forgive me if I guessed wrong. But yeah, I remember you had like a different username though. Like your chat name, your YouTube name was different then. Alright. We're back to our lovely elevator music. Here we go. And we will keep this one going. And I think we can erase this line here. There we go. So we don't have that weird intersect. I kind of love how the t-shirt came out. I'm just saying. Like, I think that came out very smooth and I'm very happy with it. So let's keep all of those layers together and start a new one. Oh boy, is it time to tackle the knee? Is it time to do this? Oh gosh. I guess we can try. Let's try. Let's give it another shot. We'll bring this back down here. We'll unlock our sketch layer so I can make it even lighter. We'll pick another color. Let's pick this dark blue color and go back to the sketching pencil, which should be this one. Okay, so let's compare. Let's see, what do we got here? We have, so he brings the lake down, which is great. But then the, whoa, cancel. What happened there? There we go, right layer. So when his lake comes down, it's like that. So just like we have it, but then it kind of like, is it just me or does this music almost sound like Christmas music? Anybody else hear it? Like, it's got that Christmas music vibe. So the paint like sort of, has this like angular little pop out here, but then under the knee we're kind of getting like this shape. So, or not under the knee, but like under the thigh. like that. I hear that Christmas music in July. Oh yeah. And the pronunciation, I saw it. It was I might have to scroll to find it, but it's here. You said it was pronounced Banani. Let's see if I can remember that. Banani. That's cute. I like it. Banani. Alright, yeah, it does have that Christmas in July. We are definitely getting some Christmas in July here. In a way, art bite kind of is Christmassy because it's like, you know, you're giving gift art, right? Like, it's very gift centric. We just call it an attack because we think it's funny. Yes, it's so awful that you receive these wonderful attacks that are really gifts. So let's see what we got here. Alright, so the pants does that, but then it does like this weird swoopy cut in, like it cuts in hard here. It pops back out for this like crinkle in the pant leg. And then it has this hard line here that also cuts back out for wrinkles, which I don't think we need to repeat every single wrinkle in the pant leg. But the idea's there. And the pant, it shouldn't, that's probably it, as I'm making it bend toward the ground, and it's not supposed to bend toward the ground, it's supposed to pull back. And I think that's where I was going wrong. Looking at the reference, you see how the green line and the red line keep pulling down here toward the other kneecap? In the reference drawing, it doesn't do that. It just keeps, like it looks, you know, like a 90-degree angle. It stays flat. So maybe that's what we should be doing. Keeping this more or less flat. Maybe we could add another pant leg wrinkle here like that, but otherwise, we still want the structure to stay that direction. So have we figured this out here? We flip us around. Does that look better? Does it look worse? Does it look any different whatsoever? Maybe what I'm missing is this part right here. The calf muscle. Trying to give this guy like super muscular calves either. We were just trying to give him his skinny like beanpole legs, no offense. But he has the skinny legs. He's a skinny leg kind of guy. Any thoughts on this? Yay, nay? I think at least we've turned the leg a little bit this way versus it being like just looking like it's trying to be flat. My one I personally drew but let someone else handle the rigging. It cost $100 because I caught a crazy sale. Ooh, what did I miss? What did you rig? Attacks that deal 150 damage of wholesome damage. 150 wholesome damage. Yeah. Yes. 150 points of wholesome damage. Yeah. I love that. Like, it's like, oh, this is an attack and it's worth this much. It does this much damage, right? For team, whatever your team is. But, no, it's totally wholesome. It's the best part. Blarg, my Christmas present to me will probably be getting a second VTuber avatar, this time getting someone else to draw and rig it. That's what you were saying. You were saying my one I personally drew but let someone else handle the rigging. Very flexible. Yeah, I haven't done that. I did see Lavender Town did a whole series of videos on how she created and rigged her VTuber, and it looked intense. Like, the process looks a little overwhelming, so I haven't really dipped my toes in that. I've just kind of been like, you know, this is my face. This is my face, you get what you get. I don't know. At some point I would like to try it just to try it, but we'll see. We'll see. It definitely looks better. Good, good, good. I'm glad. Yay. So maybe that's really just the issue. I think, like, this light kind of needed to, like, narrow and go straight back, and I kept trying to pull it down. So I think that might have been the issue all along. So hopefully this will kind of fix that problem. I actually kind of want to borrow a little bit of detailing from this top leg here for how they did their pants. It's because they kind of, when they did theirs, instead of bringing the wrinkles down kind of the way that I did, like down here, they brought theirs up. They pulled the weight up kind of like this. And I feel like I could borrow a little bit of that and do it too. Not there though. Like maybe just like here, a little bit. Nope, too much, too much, too much. Gotta see the whole leg, see the whole picture, big picture, big picture, big picture. But I think here, behind the knee, we have a great opportunity to add some creases. Yeah, drawing it is the easy part. Oh, for the, you're talking about the VTubers? Yeah, I imagined it would be, for sure, yeah. The drawing part sounds like something I could figure out, but like doing more than that for sure would be a learning curve. You drew yours in a matter of hours? Yeah, it takes me like an hour just to do one of these, so. Well, actually, I don't know how long this one's taking, but on average, I think my art attacks are usually 1 to 2 hours long from start to finish. So we'll just see. We'll see how long this one takes. And that includes like color and everything, and if I'm doing a pattern or a background or something, you know, all of that. All inclusive. It's an all included estimate. The rigging took about a month. You do not envy her workload at all. Yeah, that sounds like quite the commitment. A month long of rigging. Wow. Can't say I blame you. I think I'd be in the same boat. Oh gosh, why did that come out like that? Because I'm on the wrong pen. Whoops. Okay. Alright, let's get this hand here. That's bothering me a little bit. Let me try and fix that. It came out like all wibbly wobbly. So it's improving my stabilization, guys, not fixing it completely. So yeah, I still have some ways to go with mastering good hand stabilization. It's still a work in progress, you know? But we do what we can. Alright, so that's a really funny looking thumb. Let's fix that. Let's give this a little bit like of a knuckle joint here. We can bend it in if we want to. Alright, and then the other arm. And start with these pant-like things. Now that we've kind of like sort of detailed in this pant leg though, I feel like going over the sketch should be pretty straightforward, and maybe I could just knock this out quickly, you know, knock on wood real quick so that I don't totally, you know, jinx myself. But I feel like this should be relatively manageable. This is why references are so important, because it just makes this part so much better now. Of course, I'm going to hide this sketch layer in a second, and then we're going to be like, ooh, that didn't look right. Just kidding, just kidding. It's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. Granted, that was the deadline, not the real time it took. No, that makes sense. You know, a lot of times, a lot of what we make is not sort of like a start and finish it in one sitting kind of thing. Bigger projects with a little more emphasis on maybe quality or technicality. Those things are going to take multiple sittings. It's not something you're going to knock out maybe all in one day, per se. So yeah, no, I totally see what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down, and I get it. Let's see if, once we turn off the sketch layer, if any of this still looks right, because I'm kind of curious to see whether or not that's still the case, whether or not everything still looks right. So this might be our moment of truth. Can you guys see the picture fine? Let's turn off the sketch. And you know what? Aside from needing to thicken up some of the the outside lines, I think that looks pretty good. Pant-wise, I'm not mad at it. Let's go around here and so you see how confident these lines up here are and how dark they are, especially going around the outside edges? I mean, we could darken up. And by darken, I mean thicken. We can thicken up right here behind the back. And I have been trying to do this more with my art attacks, is make sure that the outer edge line is just a little bit thicker. Oh, very nice. This looks amazing. I love the line art so much. Yay. Yeah, that looks awesome. It looks really cool so far. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very clean. Good. Thanks. Yes, so now that we have, oops, our initial line art done. Granted, I still have to do feet and tail. We don't want to forget that tail. Do not let me forget the tail. I'll be very sad and have to come back in and redo it. Or like reopen it back up at least. Not like totally redo it because that would be insanity. But you know, just obviously any claims that it's finished will obviously be incorrect until we do have a tail. Here we go. So we're gonna add that there and just like make that a little bit thicker. Some of these lines that are really thin, that look a little bit less confident, we're gonna make them thicker. And we will do that here as well. I swear I can hear the Christmas sound again in this song. I usually just do 1 pixel wide lines so I can add as much detail as possible. I taper them. I like tapered lines, so that's why I'm saying like when I talk about like variable line thickness, that's kind of what I mean. I like them to be tapered. And my internal, like my inside lines are, if I'm drawing effectively with intention, I like to keep my outside lines thick and my inside lines thinner. I just think it gives it a little bit more of a clean edge and helps you still get like that fine detail on the inside with the thinner lines or with the tapered lines, but then like the bottom of his pant leg here, just it's kind of disappearing into the page, right? So whoops. So coming back in here with just a little bit more pressure helps to give it some weight and helps to keep it from disappearing into the page. I won't add it on the bottom here, like right here, just because I know that that's not going to actually be my outside edge since my outside edge, since there will be a shoe under the pant leg, so the shoe itself would actually become the outside edge once we add that. Yeah, it looks nice. It doesn't really work for my grossly anime influenced style though, but for Western cartooning it's definitely awesome. Nice. Thanks Nancy, thank you Crazy Chimp Collective. Yeah, I mean every style is different and there's good things about all of it. Anime style does, you're right, it does tend to have very fine lines. I was about to look up an example, but you guys probably know way better than I do. So they do have really fine lines and they do like to add a lot of detail, which always blows my mind when it's like animated. Like if it's a manga or manga, however you say it, it's a little bit more understandable. I mean, you're still drawing something over and over and over again, so it's still kind of, it breaks my brain a little to imagine drawing something in that much detail from that many angles that many times. It's like, it's exhausting to just think about. But then you think about it as an anime where they're actually animating it and it's even worse because you're thinking like, okay, well you're going to do that, but you're going to do that now like 24 times a second. So that's a commitment to excellence, I guess, because I don't think I could do it. I'm trying to learn animation here, guys. I'm trying to incorporate it more and more on my channel. But I like simple shapes, I think. I like simple shapes. I do have certainly a more Western influence. So you're probably not going to see me doing anything that crazy, detailed, and repetitive anytime soon. Give it a couple years, maybe I'll grow into it, but not just yet. I did used to do more lines like, I did used to do lines more like this though. Put an example of my work in your Discord if you're interested in seeing it. You're animating right now? What? That's so cool! Lily Animation, that's dope. Animating's hard, but it's well, animation is hard in every style, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. And you just brought up that point. Yeah, absolutely. Discord. Let's pop over for a quick refresher. Let's switch screens real quick. and pull up the Discord. Where did it go? Oh no, did I close it? Ah, I closed the Discord. Of course I did. Let me grab that. Oh man, how does this work? I'm on a PC now. I don't know where my applications are on PC. How do I find them? Guys, PC people, help me out here. Where do I find my applications? Maybe I just hit this little magnifying glass and type in Discord. That'll probably work. That worked. All right, let's open that back up. There we go. That's me when I'm on tablet. Yeah, thank you so much for sympathizing with my struggle there, because that was something. So Remy Chan, this is, he said, this is basically one of the cherry picks of my art. So yeah, first of all, crazy detailed, like already seeing so much detail in the wings, in the hair, in the markings on the face. By the way, nice foreshortening on that forward-facing arm, the one that's casting the glowing ball. Like, that's a hard angle. That's well done, well done, well done. And then there's like wings with individual feathers on the ankles, on the back, on the head. That's just a lot. That's far more than I would normally do. But you guys know, you've seen enough of my art at this point probably to know just about how detailed my stuff normally would be. Probably kind of like about what we're drawing right now, actually. Thank you, and yeah, it's a hard angle, but I love it, so I've gotten good at it. That's great! And yes, the shading, what Lily said, the shading looked really good on that too. Animations has a good example of my animation style too. Oh, you put another one in there? Does it have sound? Because if it has sound, I can't play it on stream just because I don't want to get copyright strikes. Here we go. So it's a GIF. Yeah, look at this shadow work. Like, you're definitely paying attention to your shadows, which is really cool. And you have these really interesting characters. You've got like these things coming out of the base of the ear. Definitely very creative. You've got some really creative stuff. Definitely. But let's go ahead and add the foot to our friend here, because I feel like once we do that, we can start with color. So, oh, and tail. Tail, you guys are gonna remind me, gotta have the tail, can't forget the tail. Got this like glowing blue ball of fire on the end of this tail. We can't just like forget that. And I think all these eyes, Lily Animation, are those the eyes that are floating around him? Are those a part of him? Should we include those? I feel like we should include those. Oh, glad to be on another art Discord. Glad to have you. It's so good to have more people to share our passions and our artwork with. I think that's really wonderful. So let's go ahead, and I'm literally just going to keep the shape that it's currently in, because I feel like I kind of landed that shape really well. And then we're just going to come down here and add a little bit of like a booted heel to it. Like that. And I do want to slim that part up a little bit there. Oh, it flipped. My tablet's kind of got a mind of its own right now. There we go. And let's zoom out to see if that's too small, too large, too whatever. Let's make sure we have... I'm thinking that doesn't look quite right, so let's make it... Cut it out. And part of the reason why is because I feel like it's not the right angle, so we're going to teeter it a little bit as well. just do? Yeah, we don't want to do that. I didn't realize that the head and the body were not on the same layer. That was interesting. Alright, so let's go ahead now and move him up slightly, just because I really want to not have him falling off the page if I don't have to have him falling off the page. So let's bring this back in. Okay, there we go. So we're going to freehand these floating eyeballs in the tail here. I don't think we need to go into the sketch stage to do that. Oh my word, he has wings, and I just now realized it. So we're going to have to add those two. We're going to make sure that we are getting this character consistent with the original design. So we're not gonna miss this. We're not gonna mess it up. We're gonna make sure he gets it. It's cell shading at its core, and then soft shading is done for both lighting and dark layers over the top to give it a real sort of dramatic look. If they fall off the page, they might fall into our reality, so be careful. Austin with the real tips there. I feel like that's valid. That's valuable. Valuable advice. Thank you so much. Lots of stuff. Yes. If he has random eyes floating around, but those are kind of optional, like the wings. Okay, so. All right. Let's see real quick. Ooh, let me freehand some stuff here. Let's see what we got. So first of all, what if we brought the tail? Do I have my own layer? Yeah. We brought the tail forward. Oh, that dang thing. If you move too fast, it just does not want to. Almost, but I lost it here. Anyone else talk to yourselves when you draw like that? Like just like I just told myself no like 3 times and deleted it. Is that just me, or does anybody else out here doing that? So this is just one idea for where the tail can go, and I'm doing it this way so I can add the wings the other way. But also, I'm gonna hide that for a second because I kind of want to see. I gotta remember that this is at an angle. I think that green rhombus will help. I talk to myself with no prompt at all. I'm pretty good conversation. Roses also does it, yes. Good, I'm glad I'm not alone. I'm glad that I'm the only one being, out here talking to myself. Maybe it makes us better artists, right? Like maybe, possibly. Who knows? There's got to be a correlation there, right? Like somewhere. So let's see if we come out like this. These wings. And then he's edgy. He's an edgy guy. That might be too round of a wing. Let's give it some edge. Like that. Don't do that to me. And we'll come in here. Make sure all these lines touch because I am going to use the fill bucket tool once I get these wings where I want them. There we go. That's great. And then turn that opacity down. And here we get to clean up the silhouette a little bit first. I don't super love how that came out, so we'll go over here. I feel like there was a better way I could have done that, but let's see. Let's duplicate and let's flip. Nope, flip. But then, because we're at an angle, we also need to distort. Actually with that first one too, because this isn't even touching where it should on the back. There we go, that's a little better. Okay, just maybe because I don't want to. Oh, that scared me. I'm so sorry. My earphones. Oh my gosh. So you'll notice that the music is now playing outside of you might have had like a momentary. That's okay. I got in the zone. That was good for me. That was good. It woke me up and made me realize that I was still talking to you guys, but also not mentally here. I was zoning. I was getting sucked in to the art. Whew, that was a good wake-up call. These things just like exploded in my ear. Like they got super loud out of nowhere because they were out of power. So they just like got really loud to tell me they were turning off, and that woke me up. Oh gosh, I hate when I check if all the lines touch and then when I go to fill it in they don't fill it all and I miss a spot. Yes, that is the worst. That's why I was like checking. I was like, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fill this in and it's gonna just like completely fill the entire page. So yeah, I was preparing for that. Oh, you love how they made the wings amazing. I love my art sale so much for the drawing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so glad. Hello, Christy Illustrates. Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry that I probably screamed when you came on stream because my earbuds woke me up. Hello, Ray of Color. You were already here, but you're probably saying hello to Christy. All right, well, that was something for sure. That definitely snapped me back into reality, which I probably needed, so that's not bad. It's not a bad thing. I'm gonna go ahead and situate that there. And like that, I think that's kind of where I want these, so I'm gonna merge them, and then I'm gonna actually goof with it a little bit more. I'm gonna lift a tiny, tiny bit. Okay, whew, yeah. Hello. I'm back. Surprised to see you're still streaming. You came back at the right time because about 2 minutes ago I like scared myself and screamed on stream. So you picked a good time. Normally I've signed off by now. Yeah, normally I have. I really did just zone out and like get like sucked into the drawing here for a second. I was like forgot I was streaming and everything. I think I was still talking out loud, kind of like talking to you guys, but also kind of talking to myself like we've already established. This stream is awesome. I can now work on my tax without procrastinating. I'm so glad. It is the right day to do it if you have the weekend off. It's so good to be able to just like put aside whatever you would normally do for your Monday through Friday and take a moment to just work on your art and to create something special for somebody else. It's like a super great use of time. And I'm happy to have you join us. Let me know again if the music needs to be adjusted up or down, either way, since it is now coming through a completely different setting. I'm hearing it in the room because when my headphones died, it switched speakers. So now it's playing out loud. So I had to mute the desktop audio just so you're not getting any like feedback or echoing effects. Can you critique one of my attacks? If you can put it into the Discord, I can. But if you're not on Discord, then I probably won't be able to get to it because I don't think you're able to put any hyperlinks, like links into the stream chat, so I wouldn't be able to see them that way. I just caught up on them comics. So fun seeing Candy Lamity in there. I'm so glad. Yay, yes, she has been really fun to draw. And I don't know if you saw, but we also did her card, her stream card. So let me switch to display capture. And we will pull back up this real quick. And I will go over here to, where did I put it? It's probably in art gallery and it's probably like really far back. But what I'll do here is I'll do a search for Candy Lamity. There we go. That worked out much better than I expected. Yeah, so Candy Lamity's stream card. I think this was the last one I just finished adding to the deck. So here she is, Candy Lamity, the Tooth Fairy's arch nemesis. IP Remy Chan, Team Bakery Bandits. So yeah. And then she has the number 3 up here because she joined us on our 3rd stream. So now you have a stream card. Go back over here. Hello. Oh, I just checked one of your characters. I'm gonna attack you. Yay, more attacks. Yeah, Artfight is so great. I love this whole art trading thing. It is like, and I love that they do it in the summer because I know for a lot of younger artists who are like in school, many of them get summer off. I know you can take summer school, and I know for like university you can take a summer semester if you want, but a majority of people, I think, are usually off in the summer, so it's great. Everybody has an opportunity to really pump out artwork in July, and it's really fun. Nice. I feel so included. Yeah, spring break is dope. Don't have that here. You don't have spring break? Well, technically talking about summer break right now, but yeah, spring break is also another one that's really good. Artfight is hard for retail workers because summers are brutal, but I still try. Yeah, that's valid, and I do feel for you. That would be really hard because with everybody out of school, like we just mentioned, you're definitely going to start seeing a lot more of them in any kind of customer service capacity because they're all going to be out doing things and needing customer service. Yeah, so I really like how these wings turned out too, so we're going to hold on to those. We're going to lock those in place. And then let's take a look at the way I did the tail. So now, see, I don't want that tail anymore. I want a new tail. What did I just delete? Because it wasn't the tail. Delete the tail. There we go. So now we have a new layer, and we're going to have to add our tail in here. And because I moved, his boot isn't on the wall. Remember, I picked up and moved the whole character so he wasn't falling off the page, so I actually have to move the wall now. So let's grab that for just a moment and take a look at how I can adjust this so it's like his back is still to the wall. There we go. Ooh, there we go. All right, everything's in its place. So we just need to add the tail and the floating eyes, and then we will have all the line art complete. Yeah, Artfight was what I was most excited for summer break, and yeah, Christy, see, Christy gets it. Crazy Tim Collective, because your summer is our winter, and we just have a bunch of 2 to 4 week holidays. Oh, okay, are you in Is that Australia? Are you in Australia? Austin Blankton. Also, because I'm in a beach town, so all the vacationers, yeah, they want things right then and there, which I get because people want to enjoy their vacation, but it gets hard on us to meet that demand. Yeah, definitely. Well, I hope that they're not wearing you out too much, and that you're still able to enjoy your art fight and get lots of drawing in. I'm actually gonna drink some water. Okay, so here is my plan. We are going to finish the line art here for this character. We're going to add the tail, and we're going to do the floating eyeballs. And once the line art is done, we are going to wrap up this live stream, and we're going to bring it to a close. I'll do all the coloring off screen, so if you want to see how this turns out, you're going to have to check it out on Artfight or in the Discord to see the final finished piece. And of course, like I said, I've got like a long list that I'm going to be trying to get to everybody this weekend. And if I don't get to you this weekend, that doesn't mean I'm giving up. I will get to you during the week, you know. So I'm just going to keep going, keep chugging along for as long as Artfight is open. So if I don't draw for you this weekend, don't be discouraged. I'm still going to try and get to everyone. I'm still not used to the new point system on Artfight, and am still shocked when I get so many points on group drawings. No, it's so great, and the fact that last year they added friendly fire points that didn't used to be a thing. Like, that started in 2021, which I was really excited for, because I'm always doing friendly fire. Like, I attack everybody. I don't get a lot of points actually most years, because I ended up doing so much more friendly fire than actual attacks most years, just by chance. But this year, so far, I am 1 for 1. I think I've got 6 friendly fires and 6 attacks so far, or something like that. Like, I lost count. I stopped paying attention to the actual numbers. But at one point, when I did check, I was an even keel, like even split friendly fire to opposing team attacks. But it really doesn't matter. I'm just going to attack whoever attacks me, and then if I get completely caught up on the list, I'm going to hit up my bookmarks and start attacking those ones that I have saved. And of course, I'm going to go after my friends that are also, you know, my YouTube art buddies. So that's your warning. I'm coming for you guys once I get past all the other things on my list. But yeah, if you want to like jump to the top of that list, of course, you can always attack me first, and then I can revenge attack you. A lot of you already have, and I really appreciate it, and I'm really excited to draw all your characters. Yeah, the friendly fire points are awesome. It motivates me to do friendly fire more. Yes, it's true. It's so nice to get like points for that. And I get like the whole reason for making it like a 20% thing, because it's like they still want to reward you for doing artwork and giving the gift of art to other people, but they can't make it like as equal as the other team, otherwise it kind of like takes away from the competitiveness of it. You've done 1 friendly fire so far, Christy. Yeah, they're fun, and yeah, you do still get rewarded for it, which is good. You're still helping the team out. Speaking of teams, how are we doing right now? Who's winning? Let's take a look. Art fight. Let's come up here. Click on the art fight tab. And I'm gonna switch over here real quick. We're gonna take a quick look. Oh my goodness. What's the difference here? Let's see. Wither is leading by 23,000 points. That's actually really great news, because I think the last time I checked, they were ahead by 64,000. So Bloom, we are catching up. That is phenomenal news. We are closing the gap. Yay! That's so exciting. I'm glad that we're keeping the competition competitive. Yeah. So we can take them down. Friendy Leah, you're here. Hello. I heard Pilfer found your Artfight account. He would not tell me what it was, though. He said, in the spirit of you running the experiment that you're running, he wasn't going to jeopardize that. If I want to find your account, I have to do it myself. Yes, Team Bloom, let's go. Yes. Pastel Banani. Come on, Team Bloom, we can do it, Friendly Leah. He did. Oh. You didn't expect him to do it, but you underestimated him. Of course Pilfer found your account. I gotta figure out how to find it myself, because I still want to attack you. Nope, we don't need to see that. What's with the whole no search bar thing in Artfight? Okay, so there is a search bar in Artfight, but it is considered a donor feature. So if you're a donor on Artfight, so let's switch back over here real quick. Coming back over here. And if I go back up here again, like, see this browse? Oh wait, that's not it, but like, that, by the way, that's also a really cool feature. I don't know if anybody knows about this, so I'm gonna just open it on screen for you guys. Another, it's not in a video, but I'll give you guys this little heads up or a tip or whatever. Also, let me turn the music down. I do feel like it's too loud. There we go. You can go to this browse feature and hit rate attacks, and it'll just randomly show you an attack. It won't tell you whose team it's for, and it won't tell you who drew it. But if you like it, you can upvote it. And if you upvote it, it gives that attack an additional 0.25 points on their score. So like if I come in here and I see this gorgeous pink abomination that just looks so cool, and they're doing this cool head turn, a look over the shoulder, floaty hair in the wind pose, you can click this upvote button, and that upvotes it. So now this person will get an extra 0.25 points, and then you get sent to like another one. So if you're just like looking for motivation or inspiration, you can do rate attacks. And if you're like, meh, I don't feel that, I'm not feeling it, or if you like feel like, oh, somebody drew a stick figure, that's not really fair, or whatever, you can just hit skip to skip that drawing. But yeah, it's a great way to like pass the time, to find some inspiration. The only trouble is if you find a character you super like, which I've done before, I'm like, how do I get to there? I want to attack that character. They're anonymous, so you're not going to find them. Unless maybe they do something like this. Like this person's got like a what do you call this? Like a trademark on the bottom corner. Maybe if I could read that, I could look them up and see if I could find them. Now, as far as the browse feature goes, like finding things, like, so I'm going to go to tag search, says new. I guess I can look for like, let's look for historical. Let's just click on that tag. So now I guess if people are using tags, you can look them up. That's new, so this is news to me as well. I didn't know that. So if I want to find certain, like I'm looking for a certain character, and I actually did this earlier when I was looking for frogs for the mass attack. Because I'm a donor, I donated $5 or $10, I think, to Artfight. They mark my thing will say that I am a supporter. See, user supporter, and that gives me access to the browse feature. And so I could go in here and I can type in anything. Like I typed frog here. You can see because it's like autofilling. I previously did this to look for frogs. And when I search it, it helps me find the frogs that I wanted to put in my mass attack. So that was one way to do that. And other things about, let's go to FAQ. Donations, here we go. So down in the donations section, it will tell you what you get for being a donor. And so like by donating to Artfight, you will get perks shortly after donating. Your username will automatically be filled in the donor page, but please input your Discord ID. That's about filling out the page. If you donate a certain amount, like donate $25 to Artfight, you can actually use custom CSS on your profile. So if you see people on Artfight who have like really tricked out profile pages with like custom skins and everything, that means that they have the ability to use CSS, and that's through donating $25 to Artfight. Okay, so I'm coming back on screen. There we go. Yeah. Cool. So let me close that and we'll come back to our character sheet here. Okay, Bloomer is amazing. Oh my god. Yeah. That's really funny. I told a Witherhead that Bloom is best, and they said, okay, Bloomer. That is so cool. Witherhead and Bloomer. I love it. Owned, yeah. Watermark. Yeah, watermark. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you guys, thank you. So if they have a little watermark, you might be able to find them that way. Gotta go to work, bye. Okay, bye Austin, have a good day. I don't put tags for my characters so no one can find me like that. I have not put tags either, but unlike you, friendy Leah, I'm not trying to hide from anyone. You're deliberately making it difficult to find and attack you. You are like adding a whole nother level to this battlefield. Like there's a whole seek and destroy now with you. Like we're playing hide and seek with friendy Leah. Everybody in chat, like friendy Leah is hiding on Art Fight somewhere. If you find her, let me know. No, that's not fair. I have to find her myself. That's what Pilfer said. I have to do what Pilfer says. Well, at least now I know that the tags are not going to help me. Glad to add to the fun. Yes, friendy. You do keep it interesting, that's for sure. Okay. So back here, we've got a new layer, fresh new layer. And we're going to use this layer to add these floating eyeballs. That, Lily Animation has included with this character. Big brain art fight strat. If you don't want to get attacked, simply do not get attacked. Friendy Leah is just flexing on all of us here. She's like, no. I'm not making this easy on you. I am going to make this the most difficult art. If you want to attack me, you gotta earn it. Just making us earn it. Okay, so there's an eyeball. Let's put one over here. Oh no, those ones are too similar. I need a different expression. First of all, I like the idea better if we bring the pupil in there. Then maybe over here we can do like an eye looking up. And then, yeah, that's better. Now there's variety. For my most recent attack, I forgot to add a watermark. Christy illustrates. Yeah, that's a good idea, because if you want people to be able to find you, if they see your art and they like it, you want them to be able to find you. A watermark would help. It certainly would help on that rating thing that we looked at. So, for sure, I think that they're useful. They're helpful. Let's see, what else can we do with another eye? I think we have to have at least 3 eyes. I feel like you need the 3. Gotta have the trifecta. So 1, 2. Do I really want it to be like hovering down here though? Maybe like up here. I wonder if I could make it look like it's kind of like peeking around the crown, or if that's going to complicate the silhouette. That might complicate the silhouette a little bit. Maybe if we just went like super wide-eyed with like a really like little narrow pupil, like they're surprised, like this eye is in shock. I feel like we could do that. That works. But of course, the outer line is way too thin, so let's give it some gravity. Let's give it some weight. There we go. So now it really feels like it's still a little thin on this side. We'll add a little bit more. There we go. And maybe even to help with that shocked expression, we can keep the pupil completely blank, like just leave something like that. We'll see how it looks once it's colored. Maybe we'll keep it, maybe we won't. TBD. For my most recent, oh yeah, I read that part. Hi, I'm back again. Welcome back to Light Switch. We are just about done with today's stream. We just gotta add the tail, and then I'm gonna color off screen. But I do want to finish the line art. I feel like it would be a shame to end the stream before we get the line art in here. So let's do that. Now that we have the eyeballs, wings. Let's add another layer just for this tail. I feel like, wouldn't it be cool maybe if it like sort of wrapped around the foot, or we have all this space over here too though that we could be using. And also he's leaning on a wall, so we want to keep in mind too that the tail can't go back. Like, we don't want it going back. We want, it's got to come forward a little. It's got to look like it's not in the wall, you know? So I'm not sure, but we'll figure it out. Okay. Let's first start by like kind of looking at the shape here of these flames. I kind of want to... Nope. There we go, maybe more like that. No. Let's see. I don't want that, but we can fix it. We can make it better. I just gotta erase this line that I don't like. Let's get that out of the way first. And did you guys ever like, gosh, I feel like I'm way too influenced by my initial exposure to drawing fire being like little hot rod flames on little cars. And now, like, anytime I go to draw fire, especially without a reference, it just kind of turns into little Hot Wheels detailing. Like, I'm trying to put flames on like a Hot Wheels car. Okay. So maybe what we need here is something like that. There we go. Okay, so I think I'm just working on the flame part first of all. I don't know where it's gonna land on the page, but I think it's not a bad place to start. Maybe we can pull this in a little bit. In fact, what if we overlapped it in front of the wings? What do you guys think of that? If we just had a little bit of this coming, kind of like right here. That's one way to push it into the foreground, because I know we said we didn't want it to look like it was going through the wall. And when I say we said that, I said that, but you know what I mean. Like, but what if we put it in front of the wings, and then I can put like a glowing effect. I can cast kind of like a glow onto the wings, which will be nice. But also, what if I didn't finish that thought. I'm sorry, guys. What if we, also, what I was trying to say is, like, use that, and I did say it already. I'm repeating myself. Use it as a way to push it into the foreground. Yeah, Little Animation says that would be really cool. Okay, cool. So I think that's the idea we're going to stick with here. If I could just get this thing to look like it's wrapping around. Like that. Interesting. Oh my gosh, I went too far. There we go. Alright, so we have all the elements that we set out to put in here. We have the tail. I'm just adding a little bit more to it here. Nope. Okay. Merge down and erase. I'm just finessing it at this point. Looks good so far, Perry. Thank you so much. Alright, so I'm just gonna check those, and there we go. So that is, make it big enough so we can see everything on screen all at once. There we go. That is the drawing, and I'm going to stop here because we have our line it complete, and coloring is going to be just like a whole nother hour, and we're not going to stay on here for a whole nother hour. But I hope you guys have a lot of fun today with your art bite attacks, and for the rest of the weekend, and for the rest of the summer. And I look forward to seeing you guys again on YouTube and in Discord. If you have any questions for me about Art Fight, my door is always open, so I can help you answer any questions that you need answering. I've been doing this for 6 years now, so I know most of the ins and outs of the website, and I can help you out with that. Otherwise, I will see you on Art Fight, and I invite you all again to join us on the next stream, whether we are doing Art Fight or doing comics. Either way, I would like to have everybody there. So I will see you next time. Thank you for coming, and have a great day. Bye.